you into bondage. While
African
the
American,
opposite.
hold on. Okay, you bring the past. You know, African Americans said they are not Africans. I respect them for
No,
that.
no,
That's
I
what I'm
don't.
talking about. I say I cannot call their names. They're not. You understand
You
me?
don't want.
They say they're not Africans. What you want me to start calling them African or say they're not Africans?
You
I
don't want
told
to
you,
help. You don't want to help them.
Trick Daddy said it. Terikashi said it. Now you bring it what you just talk about. I don't want to start labeling people what they're not. I'm very respectful, whatever. If you want to call yourself any name, I will respect you about that. If you start telling about your history that you never been to Africa, Africa actually never came to United States, I also respect you for that. That's my that's my something. I'm not really against anybody.
Let me say this, because I'm pretty sure if people from, like, you're saying this because you're not seeing any camaraderie, any blood ties with them. But if it was somebody from your village said they don't want to be a part of your village anymore, I know that you will not be saying all this stuff you're saying now. You'll be fighting to bring them back into your community. I'm telling you, you must have the same mindset with all the diaspora, they came from Africa. Whether or not they're angry, whether or not they're confused, whether you're as a leader, as a father, you're supposed to understand what all your children are going through. You're not supposed to be loving everybody, all the other children from other people. Love your own child first and recognize why your child is acting in the manner he's acting in. That's what African needs to be doing. You don't act like a misguided or somebody who's not interested in your children. We don't like hearing all this stuff you have been saying, degrading the African here for years, using all these kind of these bad terms and bad words on them, and now because they just yeah, shove you a little bit, and now you're crying like you're not
No,
being
no,
heard.
nobody's crying for anything.
Why you? But you
You go though, you think when person said, "Oh, I'm not African," that you know how many people that Africans that actually I would never even wanted to be Africans. You understand me? That sometimes I think no man, you're not supposed to be Africa. They have to be crying for people that I actually don't have no connection with, no emotional bond with. You understand me? You understand me? Ghana
you
is in
have.
my backyard there. Togo is my backyard there. And
Mhm.
then it will be if you want to enjoy the Ogali. And you, if you want to enjoy Ogali, you can go to the eastern part of Africa. You
The-
understand me?
Let me,
So
but
we have a different way to
hold,
enjoy Africa. So you don't have to be like Black Americans very far away with the big ocean. You have to take the
that's
flight.
that's nothing.
You
We're
know,
just on the same planet. But
so I'm not
I
going to
want.
have uh, I didn't read any Black American novel or literature. I didn't study much about them. So why should I have pain that somebody say I'm not an African? I have to be having pain about
Me,
it. I said I respect them when they say they're not Africans.
but
Whatever name,
that's your children.
whatever ethnic group they want to call themselves, like person like Trick Daddy said, is from Choctaw and Blackfoot or whatever. I respect that. You understand me?
But
Tereka said they are Black Indians, the Aborigines of America. They were there already. There are no African Negroes that came over there. I respect it. For those that want to call themselves African descendants, I also respect that aspect of it. You understand me? You dance with whoever say want to dance with you. You don't force people to dance with you. You feel me?
but you're not interacting with all of these groups you said, both the ones you want to associate with and the ones you don't associate with. None of you all are interacting with any of them. Even the ones who wear the RBG, we don't see the Nigerians coming out and supporting them. We don't see it. This Juneteenth that Black African Americans were fighting for. How many Nigerians were on social media, were online saying that
Oh,
this
oh,
Juneteenth?
oh,
Hold,
oh.
wait, hold on. This Juneteenth federal holiday, we've been fighting for maybe over a century now. How many Nigeria and Ghana you see come online saying this Juneteenth must be a federal holiday everywhere, including in America? How
You want
many?
to claim other people? You wanted to tell that you want to claim their culture, that you are
No, no,
culture,
no, no.
that you are a tether.
You
My
push
brother,
them forward.
you don't force people to be people that are not you. You cannot force them to be you.
Mm, okay,
So
but
that's what I say too. So
that's why everything is okay in
I
your
have too
country
many
you come from.
millions of Africans in the continent that I've never even know too much. They have to be thinking about somebody that's above the big ocean.
Right,
That
right.
doesn't have love for why should I ever hate them when they're not even
But
African?
but why are
Okay.
you eating all the benefits? You're eating the
What
scholarship.
which benefit?
What
You're talking about
you,
benefit. You're talking about benefit.
you
When you were growing up, the school you went to United States, you did pay for the university fees?
because no, the only reason I can go to
No,
school is
I'm asking
because
you. You did pay
listen,
for it?
because they fought for me.
Did they give you scholarship to go for it? And you did
Yes,
pay nothing? They
I
said
didn't pay.
because they say you're black, come and go to school now? You
Yes,
did pay
it's
for it?
correct. Go and look it up now. Don't
You
try
did
to
pay
tell me
for
what
it.
to. I don't pay for it.
My brother, my dad came to America in 1973.
Yo,
I
it's
think they
funny
one of
that
the
you say something about going to school and getting
hold
scholarship.
on.
They
I think
literally gave a Nigerian a Juneteenth scholarship, and y'all
Oh,
don't got shit to do
it's
with
so
Juneteenth.
sad. It's so sad.
no
But
Like,
Nigeria does
what's
not
up with that? We can't get no
you want
African
which
scholarships.
scholarship, which Nigerian person have a youth scholarship? Never. My dad came to the United States. He went to school. He went to school over there. He paid school fees. That was already 1970 something already. He paid his own school fees. He spent his 12 years there. He left that place, right?
but do you
My
know? Do
uncle,
you know?
my hold on, my uncle went there. My uncle went to uh, Texas Southern University. He paid his school fees. Um, um, he did whatever he wanted to do there way back. I think my dad also helped him contribute to his own school fees. He did what he did. He left. He's still in the United States today. He's in the medical field. So what I'm trying to tell
but
you, you hardly see an African that went to the United States that they pay for his school fees because the
that's not
black
true.
Americans are there,
That's
right?
not true. That's not
Then you
true.
have a school. You have a school free. He
Let,
did school free to go to university without not paying nothing
can I
for
give
it.
you an example? Can I give you an
My
example?
brother,
Let me give you an example. For me,
it does not
I
exist.
listen. I know people that come from my village that they went to school over here at an HBCU, and the HBCU gave them full ride and a Navy from America. And it's not only one person. Historically black college gave them a full ride, gave them all these amenities free, and this has been it's still happening till today. What do you have to say about that? That it's not existing or what? You don't want to say anything again. I'm telling you that. But if that same person, if somebody from this country go to your Nigeria right now, what would they get? One even common visa, you all can give that. It's you see, this is why that when you are talking, it just doesn't seem like somebody who is strong, who is reasonable, who is thinking is talking. That's why people go to. They're not looking at any of you guys there. They look to the number one people. Anything black issue, they go to African American to solve it. You guys are not doing. You guys are not active. These guys are carrying the whole people on their head. You all can't even carry your own Senate zone. You can't even boost that up into the states. If they say let us divide this state, let us divide this territory of five different ethnic groups, let us give each one of them the state. You all will be fighting against it. You all want to fight and be greedy. If the Benin said now they want to separate from the Asian, or the Asian want to separate from the Benin in that state now, you have two of them fighting each other. While this is people who are supposed to have elevated to a nationhood, and then people are over here give you open arms, and instead to look at like, this is my son that I abandoned. Let me see how I can help him and help organize him. I know he doesn't have anything good to say for me, but I know that he loves me in his heart. Let me appeal to him. You want to throw him away because that's the same mentality you use to throw them away, or 300 to 400 to 500 to 600 700 years ago. So the problem is with you guys, the mentality you all have there. You are not promoting your anything. So the problem is from you. You are there. Don't talk to any of them and saying that, oh, this is what you all should be doing. You don't have. You are not even can't even feed your own family inside the village, and you're talking to somebody who went through, who fought the strongest people on earth and made them succumb. You all can't even hold your counselor accountable. It's a shame.
Guys, are you still there?
Everybody's here.
All right, everybody just gonna get quiet. Guys up.
Oh, the number one guy is here.
No, what's going on? Are you done? Oh,
The number one guy.
Oga Cyrus has bullied everybody into silence.
No, he didn't bully. He didn't bully nobody. He just. I think Augusta says it's an imposter, so he didn't bully nobody.
Where is he from anyway? Do you know where he's from? He's a stateless. Is he one of those stateless people?
Go ahead now. This is the truth from the heavens that fell down. That's what it is.
The truth from the heavens?
Of course.
Or the truth from a blunt?
Truth from the heavens. That's what it is.
Is that what they call it now? They used to call it weed back in my day.
I mean, well, that's what it is.
What state are you from? You say you're from Nigeria. What state are you
Nigeria.
from?
He's not from Nigeria now. He doesn't have the accent.
I'm not from even okay. Not from
His accent is Southern African. He's not Nigerian.
Come on. I think you want to defend
Ik heb het niet eens door.
The king and the monarchy. So go ahead and attack black people again. Go
Maar
ahead.
ik doe toch helemaal niks?
Go ahead now.
I wasn't really listening. I just came in and then the whole place was silent, and I thought, and then I saw your name, so I immediately knew, of course, that you bullied them down.
Me, I said my piece now. I didn't have anything else to say.
Yeah, wait till you talk.
Me, I talk here. I talk my Zimbabwe now.
The black people are this, that, and the other.
I know put nonsense for them. I just talk them straight as it come there. That's how they talk.
Let them fight. Who's fighting?
It's me, Snake Man.
Oh goodness me!
Yeah.
They let you out of the pen?
Let me out. I always was out. What are you talking about?
Well, I thought they said you were in a penitentiary somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds like some tea guzzler bullshit. But
changed to a Mexican guy called Jesus.
Yeah, like I don't listen to Anglophone propaganda.
Have you been? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Studying.
Studying? What are you doing? PhD?
Nah, engineering.
Oh God.
I mean, I'm Germany, like it's the main thing.
Well, what would you want to study anyway? I thought you were loaded already. Can't they just slot you into one of your dad's hotels or something? And then you can
go I could, but then why did I visit all those schools? Why did I get all this diploma? Do you see? It's investment, my friend. Like I told my father straight up, my father told me, "Do you know something, my son? I could have just sent you back to Nigeria and bought your way through school like I did your cousins." And I said, "Do you know, father? I already did the time. Let's just finish it."
Are you looking to take a job, or you're going to end up in the family firm?
Why not both? Why not have a job? Why not have a job and do the family thing next to it?
Well, So where are you now? You in Germany or?
Yeah, I'm in Germany.
Gosh.
So what is the discussion? I know Kaiser is not here again.
No, it's probably drink. He's always, that guy has a drink problem.
I will not say anything about it. I only know that he is sometimes not here. So what is the exactly discussion? Is it about Was it reparation in England or
no, it was really talking. Well, just from the headlines, it's a Britain ended slave trade, yet Black Caribbeans demand a 200 billion reparation. So why would the reparation go to Caribbeans when the slaves were taken out of Africa? The reparation should go to places like Nigeria, you know, and other places in Africa, not certainly not, because it wasn't just the slaves, it was the resources as well. So they ripped the heart out of that continent. So if any reparation is going, which I agree should go, it should really be going to Africa.
I mean, let's keep a bigger picture here. First of all, maybe it's something, some kind of, how is English are, some kind of special contract, and to just plaster, or they just use the name of reparations because they want to embellish their own stupidity, like self-embellishment. Because for me, it's like, okay, if you really want to pay reparations because of slavery, like, why only the Caribbean? Like, straight up, you had the biggest empire in human history, and you only focus on the Caribbean. Like,
well, they're not paying it. The Caribbeans are demanding for it, so it's not as though they're being offered it. They're demanding for it. But really, if you look at other places that they colonized, there's not that strong an argument. When they went to India, they simply vested within the system there. They didn't brutalize it and rip it off its resources as much. The biggest brutalization took place in Africa, so that's really where, and there's an argument for it because the world has been paying reparations to the Jews ever since the Second World War. And they didn't even
technically I am paying reparations to the Jews because I live in Germany.
Are the Germans happy about what's going on in Palestine, Israel? Because it's some sort of absolution for you now, isn't it?
It's not really.
Takes away the.
It's not an absolution. It's not an absolution. Like to explain it, I have to delve too
no
deep.
Longer can they play victim to whatever it is they claim the Germans did to them. So it's some form of absolution, isn't it?
It's not really like if you think white, what is illogical? Yes, it's some kind of, if you over 6 corners, it's some kind of absolution. But if I listen to the voices in Germany, they just stepped into another fucking genocide, like another medal on your chest of genocides you did. Welcome, Germany. You're always on. I don't know how they do it, but they always manage to be on the wrong side of history.
Are they aligned with Israel in the goings on there? Is Germany aligned with Israel?
Yeah, it's politics there, naturally.
Are they making any contributions towards, like the Brits send missiles to them and give them money? That they send weaponry? Are you sending anything apart from moral support?
Me personally, no.
Not you personally, Germany.
Probably because of all the. I'm not someone when it comes to this that goes into details, because that is obsession for me. Like, there are enough companies, laws, health packages, deals with our military industrial complexes that helps a lot of Israel. Like the list is endless.
What does the average man on the street? What is it a topic of conversation, and how is it weighing over there? What's the slant?
I mean, it's a topic. It's a topic, but it's like, you understand, Germans do not like to talk about the same shit 100 times. It's actually done. Like, we made our bed, and that's what it is. It looks like we are on the child of the Jews because of World War II, but we know we are part of actively genociding people of the earth. So,
What do you make of the arrest warrant put out against the? I think that's the first time in history that somebody of that ilk has actually been, put on the radar. So, is that making news?
Why should it make news? It's like, so you must understand the reason behind the arrest warrant. It's not really. They did it because of crimes against humanity, some shit. But in truth, it's just Netanyahu played his cards. He got too corrupt, and the elites want to get rid of him. Time for something new.
Yeah, but he needs that war to keep going. Otherwise, he's fucked.
Yeah, but he's only one person. He is not. He's not Israel. He's the head of it, but he's not
that
Israel.
war seems to be popular in Israel. That's the thing. So as long as he continues it, then he wraps the country around him as some sort of protection shield.
Yeah, but once again, it's the very notions that he got the United Nations did that thing is like a warning shot. It's like, boy, you're on the list. Like, but if you have any understanding about Israel, he is not the radical one. Like, straight up, he is not the radical one. It's hard to believe, but the entire parties and other powerful people who literally are 10 times worse than him.
It's quite unbelievable, actually, what is going on there. And I'm not even a real fan of Arab Palestinian people. I don't really, they're not, I don't have any strong empathy or really any strong feeling towards them. But just the humanity or the inhumanity of it, and everybody just stands by and nobody's doing anything.
I mean, are you surprised? If a snake bites you, are you surprised that the snake bit you?
They're putting figures as high as 300,000, mostly children, lots of women.
To kill 100, that's actually very low. I mean, I know. We all can guess what the end conclusion is, if I may say, the final solution. And if I don't see a billion behind that number, the plan is not fulfilled.
So Gaza is going to be yet another outpost of Israel. Because they won't do all that and let them come back, so they'll just take the land, won't they? Really?
It's more like attrition, like they did with the Indians, actively, like going in, killing a bunch, going back, replenishing numbers, going in, killing a bunch. Like, it's a long-term tactic. It's just another round.
But what how do you think Trump plays into all this? Because suddenly everybody is now saying that actually that's the Ukrainian one, isn't it? That the Ukrainians should now they've now given them permission to be launching long-range missiles into Russia, and of course the Russia has to respond in either equal or double measure. So by the time Trump gets in, this thing would have reached so much of a fervor that really the resolution would not be anywhere near.
I mean, you just told it, like, the Democrat Party for some reason wants to start a war with Russia, and they know that Trump is someone that can fuck up the entire plan for the last 10 years. So doesn't mean he will do it. It's just he's a wild card. We never know. Like the same thing what happened in Afghanistan. It was not planned to actually remove all troops immediately out of Afghanistan, because everyone knew that the government over there was just pretending, basically. Like, we get money from the outside and we pretend to be a government. Like, it was never actually to function like an independent government. It was just puppets.
What did you make of the Trump victory? Did you anticipate it?
Easy.
Yep.
To the volume that it happened, to the
Yes.
Yes.
the
Trump was
totality of
always
it.
supposed to win.
No, it's not about supposed to win. It was clear that he was winning because for some reason,
It was
because of some
racism, wasn't it?
no, because of some stupid infightings, the Democratic parties they shot themselves in their own foot and gave Trump's victory. Like they could have, if they actually went through the nominee process, they could have made a better fight, but they
I
didn't.
don't know, bro. I think it's because he's a white man. And yeah, America has never voted for one
It means the Democratic
a
Party
woman
admits.
to a brown woman at that.
No, that's not it. The Democratic Party admits that they wanted Biden out, straight up, but he didn't.
But they wanted Biden out, but you.
Yeah, and Biden was the one.
They still didn't vote for her because she's a woman. She's Indian.
That's not the point. We're talking about the party. And Biden was the one who nominated Kamala Harris. It's pettiness. It's like, okay, you're old guy,
In fact,
you're
the
old.
imposter really, it just it didn't give them the chance to even consider what their options were, and it just imposed her really.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you want me out? Democratic Party, me, the old, the decrepit corpse. Okay, I give you that black woman. You never will win. It's like pettiness. It's pure pettiness. That's why I say it's this retarded infighting of the Democratic Party. Where did the two ogres go? Where did Ogre and Ola go?
Oh, well, the conversation got a bit too highbrow for them, I guess, and then Ola is only here for a street fight, and Cyrus is only here to troll.
Osiris is an American. He's trying to get American citizenship, so you can't take him seriously.
I don't know who this Osiris fella is.
He's trying to get American citizenship, so we can't trust anything he says.
No, that's not it. But from what I heard, it's like an Andre, like a more intelligent version of Andre. If you keep it 100.
I'll say a less intelligent version of Andre.
No. He's more intelligent. He is more cohesion. He has more cohesion than Andre.
He's older than Andre, that's why. So he's more mature. I agree with you.
So LL Entertainment, do you want to say something?
How is it, guys?
Yeah, it's good, my South Africa.
I just came here to say hello to Mr. Eurodollar himself, Kaizorian. How's it, my man?
Yeah, it's good, man. Eurodollar is all the way, man. That's how Africa is controlled.
Yeah, long time, my man.
Long time. We've been hiding. There was no electricity in South Africa.
No, YouTube deleted all my channels, man.
What did you do? What did you do?
I'm a Duterte friend, so they deleted me.
Guy, they came for you.
Yeah, they came for me, bro. The Matrix, you know.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, it's busy out here, man.
Yeah, man. Like even me, I got demonetized right now. I can't receive super chats. So
why did you got demonetized? I have no fucking idea.
Videos. He deleted videos.
You know, I deleted videos. What happened is I deleted my old videos, so YouTube was like, you also made this other mistake. Basically, what happened is YouTube, you have to have like 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So when I deleted my old videos, they said, "Hey, nigga, you've only got 70% of the necessary watch hours to be monetized." So they just said, "No, you're not monetized. That's it."
Guys, that's entire rules are made up. So if you are one time on the shit list, you never can get off.
Yeah. But that's why I deleted the video. I was like, hang on, one of these days YouTube is gonna come for me for the old school shows, you know. So I said, no, let me delete the old videos. Then they said, now you're not monetized. Wait 3 months before you can apply. So there's a way that the white man always gets you.
Yeah, they are sneaky like that. That's how they caught me with old videos.
Yep.
Now they say I have to send in a file, explain myself. I don't have time for that.
Oh
No,
yeah, you have to
but
beg.
I have to beg now.
Hey, by
It's
the
been
way,
like,
Ellen, let me ask you a question. We listen, we don't judge. What's going on in your country, man? You niggas is crazy, man.
what do you mean?
On TikTok, there's this trend from South Africa. We listen, but we don't judge. And then you niggas out here talking about all your criminal history and shit to your wives and your family. What's going on?
Dude, I don't do TikTok. TikTok's for crazy people.
yeah, TikTok is
I, I,
brainwashed.
I agree. I agree.
No,
It's
no,
for
okay,
poor
TikTok.
crazy people, man. 'Cause these niggas don't have money.
TikTok is for kids, and then Twitter is for what is it? Weirdos and stuff like that.
Weirdos.
You think is the English sector TikTok is crazy? Go to the German sector. My God, it's cringe. It's not even crazy. It's just cringe.
Oh,
Shit.
it,
So
it
what
might
is
come.
that, guys?
Like there's one guy who just lathered himself in mayonnaise.
Hey, Kaiser,
That's it.
what are they doing on TikTok, these people?
Right now, yeah, the South Africans are saying there's this new trend. We listen, but we don't judge. And then the one wife or the husband's like, before a wedding, I cheated on you with your grandfather. We listen, but we don't judge. And then the husband goes says the opposite thing. Also, what they did. This is a bad trend. This is gonna get people to prison.
Yeah,
A
they're
lot of
dumb.
these people are saying crazy thing. You know, there's also this thing I forgot what it's called, but some South Africans were claiming Diddy things too, and I don't know, man. You niggas, you gotta be careful, man.
Where is Diddy
Now,
actually?
you see, this is a problem with you guys. You think the internet is real life. Nobody gives a shit about the internet stuff in South Africa. When it comes to real life stuff, if you do something in real life, that's when they're going to take you seriously. But on the internet, no one, everyone's like the internet is not real, but they know it's real.
Nobody cares.
But no one gives a shit about the internet. But if you do something
Okay.
in real life, that's when you're going to get shit.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Now to the topic, Caribbean brothers fight on, but the English will not. They will not cave.
Wait,
Because
hang
once
on.
again,
But you know,
biggest.
now go ahead,
I
finish.
just want the biggest empire in human history. Like if they cave hard.
Yeah, but you remember the British did rescue all black African people from slavery, even from other black Africans.
And
They
finally,
didn't
Elon
rescue no
Musk is
goddamn
at it
body, bro.
again.
How
This
come we were
time
still
he's
slaves in
crediting the
America when
British
they ended the
Empire with
slave trade?
ending global slavery. And the tech billionaire's outrageous claim is rightfully provoking anger, particularly in India, Africa, and the Caribbean, where the legacy of British colonial rule remains deeply painful. Musk has been accused of trivializing the experiences of millions affected by colonialism and slavery. Our final report takes you inside the growing controversy.
Elon Musk and controversy seem
Now, Musk
inseparable.
fucked up with India.
Ever so often, the billionaire makes a statement that sends shockwaves through global media, reviving his name in conversations once again. But this time, Musk has struck a deeply sensitive chord, angering millions in India.
Is it going to expand, Mr. Musk?
In his latest tweet, Musk claimed that the British Empire was the driving force behind ending the vast majority of global slavery. His exact words were, slavery or de facto slavery was standard practice throughout the world from the dawn of civilization until a few hundred years ago. It is even discussed at length in the Bible, for example.
Yeah, I mean, Trump.
But that's bullshit, though, guys. Ain't there still slavery on the continent right now?
Yeah, like England did nothing. What England did is got fed off of slavery, and then they used the excuse to whoop also Europeans. That's what they did. Like they whooped the French, they whooped the Spanish. That what it. They didn't whoop the Chinese. They didn't stop the shit in India. They didn't stop the shit in South America. They just used the excuse to whoop us the Europeans. That's it. Everything outside of you, like the Ottoman Empire, was still around. They didn't stop that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But what happened probably is because Elon Musk is a fucking lazy bore. So he probably had I gonna make some arguments to make the blacks mad, and then he realized, because Britain had the biggest empire in human history, that there's a lot of other people besides black people who has a hate boner for Britain.
Yep, 100%, 100%.
And he fucked up with India, like straight up, like as a tech bro. If you fuck with the Indian sector, you're fucked.
Yep.
However, for many Indians, this statement feels like a slap in the face, a blatant disregard for the history of British colonial rule that enslaved their ancestors for nearly 200 years. The British Empire not only dominated India, but also carved.
You see, here's the issue: something called categorical error, right? Britain did not participate directly in slavery. In the UK, you could not be a slave, all right? In the United Kingdom, you could be a servant, and sure, there was illegal slaves, right? But it was not illegal practice.
Did the Queen not have hold on? Did the Queen not have the title Empress of India?
That's colonialism.
So the claims the entire people, but it didn't. But it was not involved, right?
They didn't, it didn't dehumanize them completely like Black Americans. There's a difference.
So
right?
the rules are placed, but they was not involved, right? They got taxes of that shit, but they didn't were involved, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I know you're making me look like an idiot, and I'll take the fool, right? But technically, it's not the same as chattel slavery in America. It's a bit different.
No, what they did is what a lot of empires did who were not pro-slavery is in the core lands there's no slavery, like the Persians did. If you were in the Persian core land, you were not allowed to be a slave. But if you were in the provinces, in the colonial holdings, then slavery was allowed. Even the Persian ruled over it. So what Britain did is nothing new. Like Persian Empire is BC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the same. It's the same what the Romans did. If you were in the core lands in Italy, your chances of being freed was very high. But my God, if you were outside of Italy, you were fucked.
Yep. I definitely see what you're. Mm-hmm.
So they are still fighting for reparations, most also in America, so USA. Nah? The Black Americans, the African Americans.
Oh, this one is mostly for the Caribeans. They want reparations from the British. They want 200 billion pounds, which is like $240 billion.
So we never do it. So we never do it. Once again, biggest empire. If Britain folds, they have to fold for the majority states on this earth.
So, but I don't think they should get money.
Hey guys, so if the African Americans in the USA wins, are they going to share it with Elon Musk or something? Because I think the African Americans.
He's African American, right?
Yeah. So if they win, are they sharing with Elon or maybe something?
You know what, right? Elon Musk is the biggest traitor to Africa. The brother is the richest man in the world, but he doesn't even claim Africa. He claims he's American. So what's going on there?
No, that guy doesn't claim Africa because he's
a calling brother.
What does he claim?
He could at least invest. That's what I mean. He could at least invest into the business of his father and brother, but he didn't do such shit too.
I don't think his father did something to stepsister or something.
That's probably the issue, right? Because I was like, the nigga is the richest man in the world. He's Well, he used to be one of the richest men in the world. That nigga's African. He should claim he's South African, but he claims American.
Yeah, he's American.
See, that's the problem.
Now,
So white people get to be African. That's hilarious. And then you be like, Black Americans, you're not really African. And then when niggas say they're not African, then you
But
get
Black
mad. You are
Americans are
African.
Americans.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not African? But the white man could just be like, I'm American. Oh, he's American. Oh,
I mean, he was
I'm
born
African.
in South
Oh,
Africa.
oh, the white man's African now.
And that is very funny, my brother. But he actually was born in South. That is something I noticed. It's like a guy coming out of the hood and doesn't do anything for the hood afterwards. Like he just got rich and then he bounced from South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
No, he didn't just get rich and bound. He left when he was like 18 after he finished matric or something.
I also think he went to
Well,
University
why
of
would you
Pretoria.
expect the colonizer to claim you niggas in the first place, too?
We're not talking about us. We're not talking. That's the problem. When we talk about the white man, we're talking about his own group. That's straight up. Like we just wondering why he doesn't do shit for his own group.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a Boer. Did you ever hear him speaking Dutch?
No, that guy hates Boers, man.
That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. He's a self-hating Boer.
He claims the English side more than the Boer side of his family.
He claims the Canadian side.
Right. Okay, Canadian. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you got people from multiple continents. Like,
I mean, Canadians are discount English. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, Canadian are like French. They're discount English. Yeah, I agree. But at the end of the day, right? Look, yeah, go ahead, LL.
No, I was just saying if you wanted to know more about his father's side of the story, you know the channel McG. He interviewed his father there.
Yeah, he claims that he was against apartheid. He was a good guy.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I just saw a clip.
Mm-hmm. So do you agree with him?
I mean, we can see in Elon that something isn't the math ain't mathing. I mean, if your son is someone who has nothing against apartheid, like the math ain't mathing.
Do you know what Elon Musk's father said? He said he thought Elon was a retard when he was young. So
yeah, but look,
he probably was one of those old people who say you must be a man, and Elon was a super nerd who was autistic, probably.
Yeah, Elon Musk, I think those guys who are always in their feelings, so he couldn't catch on his father. So that's why he ran away. I'm sure.
I mean, I'm at least happy that he stayed white. Think about it. He's a weed smoker. What happens if you start saying I'm Rastafari?
He is Rasta.
No, I see. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Does everyone who smoke weed Rasta?
Oh
no, but a lot of white people who smoke weed at some point goes through the Rasta phase.
Yeah, because people just do dreadlocks and then they say they're Rasta. Some just smoke weed and then think they're Rasta. And then some just speak the accent and then they say they're Rasta.
Yeah. Like my German IT professor, he goes through his Rasta phase right now.
How old is he?
I don't know. It's 40 years old. Like could be midlife crisis. Crisis.
That's a dumb old guy. I don't understand.
I mean, he's a professor.
Religiously dumb. Because Rasta is a religion.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So there's Christianity, Rasta, and all. So which one are you, Kaizo?
Me. Right now I'm a Muslim. Mashallah.
Mashallah. Or Allah Akbar. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Nothing personally, but if you ever manage to become the caliph, this caliphate will collapse in 20 years immediately.
No. But here's the thing, right? Here's why I disagree, right? I've grown in the last 2 years. I know now how snakes work, right? Like since you're the snake man, I know how snakes bite you. So if I started a caliph, I think it would actually succeed much further than 30 years. Because I know how shit works now. I accept Africa. I don't judge Africa like I used to. Before I'll be like, oh, Africa is dusty. No, Africa is a place. I have to learn how the African continent works. Like I'm no longer like I used to be before. I'm not dusty like I used to be. Making
Yeah, no.
excuses.
And one thing about Elon Musk, let the fucking childhood go. Stop naming everything fucking X. Your fucking business didn't work. Let it go.
One second. What do you think he keeps naming everything X? Because he keeps having like 500 different X's. Nigga keeps getting left by his women. That's why he keeps labeling everything
Nah,
X.
because he had one business that was taken over in his original name of the business was something X something. And he doesn't let it go. It's like pettiness. Stop naming everything X.
Dude just like solving X, man. He wants to solve for X.
Oh yeah, he's an algebra equation nigga, right? Also, 1 second, guys. Shout out to the sponsor of this stream. Shout out to my sister over there, D Squared. Shout out to her. She sent $25 sponsoring this stream. Shallow, mother loving Wam, and the rest of you Dusty as Africans, keep it coming. Support Black and especially African media so that we can be high every day. I have not streamed for over a week. Kaizo has rent and medical fees to pay for. I don't know what happened, but I need to come back. Work has to get done. So shout out to me, right? But I've become like a Black American. I became lazy. What the hell's wrong with me? No, shout out. I'm
Always
just a
sell
comedian.
crack, man.
Shout out to
You
D, the
sell
queen
some
who never
meth
was.
too.
Oh shit, Dante, I forgot you're there, man.
Why can't you
I
say
didn't
the word now, Kaiser? Why can't you say the lazy word now, Kaiser? For when we had the discussion, and you slick motherfucker, I know what you did to try to fucking gaslight the white woman attacking me. Didn't work.
I always have to remember that you remember everything. Snake man. No, I remember you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
No
the next
comment.
time, next time it comes on, I will still ask us a question of matter exists, like straight up.
How did y'all end up having that conversation, bro? Y'all are nerds for real.
You think I'm a nerd?
Yeah, to be honest,
I'm no nerd.
Snake man, you are very high IQ. You know how to reason well. You're definitely a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. Maybe to
You
your
would
standards.
be considered an educated lane to some of these internet people.
I mean, maybe for your standards, I'm a nerd, but not where I live. Like straight, I'm not a nerd.
But you are a nerd, right? Like the reason I say that is because no, Snake man.
Or are you a
And
geek?
don't.
There's a difference between being a nerd and a geek.
So let me give preferences from people right now here and also other people as well. Right, Dante, I'll definitely have a beer with Dante. I'd go ride on a pony and shit. You can show me like no whatever weird shit, right? But I'll ride on a pony, go on that black cowboy shit. Dante's a cool chill nigga, right? High IQ, chill, knows shit, right? LL, right? This nigga is funny as fuck, right? Especially for a South African, right? And that means something because this niggas just hate everyone, right?
What do you mean?
So they just hate everyone, man. Like they just
No, we don't.
the Nigerians, the Zimbabweans, the Somalis, and Kenyans must go. I saw your Nando's.
What is the Zimbabwe hate? I don't get the Zimbabwe.
Bro,
not
this
Kenyans, man. Kenyans are cool people.
I know,
Some
right? So,
Nigerians and some Zimbabweans, maybe.
exactly.
Kwere
Right?
is a tribe. Kwere is a tribe from Zimbabwe.
Oh, the tribe of dust. Oh, it's actually
Yeah, they
okay.
are
Interesting.
Kwere people. So that's why back in them days, you see, Kweres used to work under mine, you see. So they were the first foreigners, what do you call them? South African guys used to know, like, those Kwere guys,
So
We're
how did it
taking the
become?
mindset.
How did the word become like a derogatory word now?
Because they're foreigners.
Peop-
It's like wetback from America.
No, no, that's not a derogatory word. Kwera kwera.
It's not.
No.
I mean, if
This
it is a
no.
tribe, it's like
There's a
slang.
there's a derogatory word which they don't know.
Oh,
see.
what is it? Tell us.
Now I won't tell you.
Right in the back chat.
But kwera kwera is just it's just a kwera people. It's just something like maybe Americans. That's why even if you come to South Africa, you don't call Nigerians kwera kwera. Only Mozambicans and Zimbabweans are kwera kwera because kweras are from Mozambique and Zimbabwe.
So me as an
Nigerians
African
are
American.
Nigerians.
So me as an African American, if I was to go to Joburg and
You're premium black. What the hell, man? They
You're
don't want to put you.
American.
they're not gonna call me kwede kwede anything like that, or
You're
what?
premium
No,
black,
you're
nigga.
American.
You're
Okay.
premium
American.
black. You're American. Yeah.
So what? So it's kwede kwede like saying Muzungu in a way, right? Just like foreigner.
No. It's a
Muzungu-
specific.
It's just black.
Isn't
man.
Muzungu Mulungu or something like that? Is just white for African stuff?
Oh, okay.
It's just a specific region.
Kwera
It's like
kwera
saying
kwera.
it's like saying Southerner or the Southerner.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do damage control because I think if you go to like a Nigerian or a Zimbabwean and just call them kwede kwede, they're gonna be like, what? Like, they're not gonna take it as like a term of endearment, right?
Yeah, they don't take it nicely. But you don't
Exactly.
call
So
Nigerians
you're doing like damage control right now, talking about kwede
I'm
kwede
not
is
doing
not a
damage
bad
control.
word.
No, it's not a bad word. And then no one calls Nigerians kwera kweras.
Okay. Nah, well, I mean, I seen a movie. Look, I seen a movie called what is it called? Gangsta's Paradise or Jerusalem or something like that. And then like this was like a movie like 15 years ago. And then like I didn't realize it at the time, but it's kwede kwede propaganda. It's like the doula propaganda in a way because it paints like the Nigerians as like these drug dealers, huh?
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at the time. That's
propaganda.
weird. Yeah,
It's not propaganda. That's the truth.
Oh, it's the truth. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a difference between propaganda and the truth. That's the truth. No one is trying to defame anyone. That's how it is.
No, I must now say to you, embellish the numbers a little bit because I don't want to actually attack the biggest drug dealers in the country. What would be the Chinese? But hey,
Chinese.
Yeah, where do you think you get most of your drugs from?
Let me explain something to you guys. You seem to not understand something. Chinese, this British and stuff like that. You don't roam around South Africa and see white people everywhere. There's no white people everywhere. You guys talk like Mzungu,
they're just only in like Iranian those type of places.
Colonizers said this. You don't focus on colonizers. You hate your black brothers. You don't focus. Dude, you don't see white people everywhere. White people have a certain corner where they stay. So
I'm not saying you should focus on it.
Is that corner called
I'm not saying focus on it. I'm just saying.
I am explaining.
Hold on. Is it true that most of the true that most of the drugs come with ships? Most of the ships are from China.
Good point.
Most of what ships are from China. Now, what you're talking about China, I'm still explaining to you how this drug thing is going about.
How is the drugs getting into your country though?
Okay, let's start from why
Nigeria doesn't have a fleet.
We are saying they are drug dealers. Okay? We're talking about black on black hate. You say it's black on black hate. Okay?
Do you see how it reflects?
That's what you guys are saying. South Africans.
No. We are not saying that. We are saying we're just stating a fact.
We're not saying that.
We're just stating a fact. Most of the drugs come from China. That's it.
Drugs come from Brazil, my man.
Most of them. That is the second most.
Dude, most drugs come from Brazil.
That is the second most.
Remember, South Africa is in bed with China for BRICS, so he has to be careful.
That's why he's doing the Mopani tap dance right now because
exactly. I know that from South America.
Leave my worms alone.
I know from South America that is the second most. I know that.
I think it also depends on the type of drug because you have like coke that comes from like Central America, and then you have like fentanyl that comes from like China, right? So
no, you guys are NATO stooges. That's why you're going to say China this, China.
No, it's the truth. I'm sorry. We don't.
Most drugs come from Germany. Germany is the transporter of drugs.
in Germany has the same fleet capacity as China. Come on, man.
Plus, Germany steals coal from South Africa.
Like China has 1 billion ships. Like if Germany would put all their ships together to ship drugs to South Africa, that would be 1/10 of the ships that like, come on, it's just math, man.
Dude, Germany produces most drugs in the world. You don't know, Muswana. You're busy manufacturing VWs there. You don't understand drugs.
In Europe, it's actually the Albanians.
No, the Albanians get drugs from the Germans.
No, it's the Albanians, and they sell their shit to the Dutch.
Where do they get the shipment from? From the
Dutch? It's the Albanians are growing it, and they sell their shit to the Dutch.
One thing, guys, just make sure, right? This channel does not agree or disagree with the host. I don't know anything about drugs. We're just entertainment.
Drugs.
Entertainment only. Yeah, go ahead.
The thoughts and opinions of the panelists does not reflect the channel.
Yeah, no, Kaiser's too lazy. Kaiser's too lazy to actually be a drug king.
Yeah, but shout out to you, D. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, LL. I mean, interesting points that you're taking. You almost sound like you're coming from a BRICS standpoint. Like China can't do no wrong in your eyes. You just keep blaming blaming Germany and everyone else, and like China and Russia can't do no wrong right now. So
no. Russia doesn't do shit besides dying on alcohol poisoning.
What did Russia do?
Like you think South Africans die on alcohol? Like their numbers are like low tier compared to the Russians.
I remember, right? South Africa was invited last, meaning these niggas weren't even supposed to be in BRICS. Right, that was an accident.
That was a dry joke, my brother. Fair enough. At least we were invited. Some of you were never invited.
Hey, some of us niggas are perfect coons. We believe in the white man. What?
Yeah, Kaizo. Hey, you and your NATO citizenship there. Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, Bradley. To be honest, I actually want German citizenship, so I have to figure out how to get it.
Nah, at least to each its own.
Wow, to eat its own. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm not even a human. I'm an it. Yeah, I listen to
each. My brother, I said to each. Come on.
Okay. If you say so. Bro.
Dude, you're Kenyan. I don't have any problem with Kenyans.
True. We're not like these Nigerians or Zimbabweans. We're not selling drugs. Yes.
Yeah. Be happy that the Kenyans are protecting you from the Somalis, like straight up, like. You should. Hey, Kenya should ship some Somalis to South Africa. That's a fair play.
We have Somalis. We have Somalians here.
Not in numbers, not in bulk.
Somalians, Ethiopians. Yeah, they are the sponsor shop. They sell what do you call expired food here.
I love it, man. I love it. Expired fruit, man. This guy, man. I love it. I love it, man. I love it.
Do Somalis actually
got some gimmicks?
Straight up, can you sell food?
No, but I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I went to a Somali restaurant earlier today, and they sold me expired mayonnaise. Like it had detached itself from the water.
Hey.
The oil and the water separated, man.
Those guys don't love themselves.
I mean, if you genocide your own cousin, what the fuck do you expect?
This guy. The channel does not agree or disagree with the panelists. The opinions here are their own.
So Somalis didn't genocide their own cousin. So that's
it's
the mass graves. The mass graves is Somali.
You're not gonna trick me. It happened in history, but we don't agree or disagree with your opinions of the panelists.
Dude, we have everyone here in South Africa, bro.
But LL, let me ask you a question, right? The Bantus, right? Are you a Bantu?
Of course he is. A Bantu.
No, it might not. It might be
Zulu,
a Khoisoid.
Zulus are not Bantu. They are Nguni.
Zulus are not Bantu.
Ngunis are mixed with the Khoisans. They're not real Bantu. Yeah.
No, but he said Zulus are not Bantu.
Exactly. They're Nguni. Nguni is mixed with the Khoisoids, so they're not real Bantus. Yeah.
Well, I mean they're Bantu, but they just have Khoi.
No, they're not Bantu. The language is even mixed with the cliques.
Bantu just means people. If you translate it, just means people.
I mean,
so the Zulus.
Some people say that.
So hang on, niggas. Yeah, they gotta listen to what these niggas say. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
you're trying to say Zulus are not even people, guy.
Bantu means people. So how can you just?
So Zulus are not Bantu. That means they're not people.
I mean, most tribes
they're
name
people because you guys are calling Bantu as if like English.
Yeah, because most names in ancient history meant just people in their own language.
Okay, so what tribe are you, LL?
Me. I'm Soto.
Are you a vendor? Oh, Soto.
No.
Okay.
Pedi. Nothing Soto.
Oh, a petty, by petty.
Yeah, kamu pedi wa pedi.
Okay.
Oh, do you eat mapomi worms?
Yeah, of course he does.
Worms. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from Limpopo, my bro.
Oh, you're from Limpopo?
Yeah.
Okay, you got money.
Man.
Send a super chat.
Wait.
But I'm in Cape Town. I live in Western Cape.
No, South Africans don't have money on this channel, but wait, bro, you actually eat a real worm and put it in your mouth? What the fuck, man?
That's nice, my bro. That's the nicest worm.
An actual worm, like just think what you're saying, man. You put a whole worm in your mouth. You stir fry,
Is it weird propaganda I heard? Because he always mentioned every time he talks about South Africa, he mentions those weird ass worms you get high from. Is that true?
Nice, guys. You should try them.
No, I'm not eating a freaking. Is there a worm? It's a freaking caterpillar, man.
It's a caterpillar, right?
Caterpillar, yeah.
Caterpillar in your mouth with pap. Hey, they have this thing called pap. Pap is just the remember the Portuguese introduced the cornmeal in Africa, right? So these niggas create something called pap. They mix the pap with this worms, and then they stir fry it and they eat it, man. Nah, screw that shit.
What do you mean? I mean, we West Africans eat gigantic snails, so what's the point?
That's different. That's African, right? But these people put worms in their mouth.
So me eating worms is not African.
Nah, bro, man. A snail, that's African giant snail. A worm.
You see, I don't eat that. It's disgusting.
At the end of the day, right?
You said it's disgusting?
Yeah, eating a snail. Wow, that thing is slimy, my bro. It's
slimy.
How can you eat that shit?
Very easy. You cook it. I know you eat everything raw, like a fucking bush baby, but you can cook shit.
Nah. This guy, man. Listen, like
I dry it. I don't eat it raw.
Hold on. So short question. You know what fire is?
Yes, I know.
You cook it, man. You at least cook it, right? You don't eat it raw. Tell me you cook it
raw. You cook it.
Okay.
Or you
like stir fry with like onions and peppers and stuff, right?
That's all. Okay, that's the thing, my man. That's all. Stir fry the onions.
But I mean, can you just go on a tree and just like eat one, or is it dangerous, or is it poisonous?
No, I don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, because there's some like caterpillar species that are like poisonous. So I'm just wondering, like, is there like a specific caterpillar, or is it like any caterpillar, anything goes?
The Mopani worm, the caterpillar is Mopani, not other caterpillars. I don't know other caterpillars. I know Mopani worm.
It's a specific breed which is not poisonous. Yeah.
Okay. No need to get defensive.
Yeah, no, but I still wouldn't eat it raw. Like, don't eat anything raw, please.
Dude, people eat sushi raw. I don't know. Sushi is raw also.
Yeah, and Asian people are the smallest people. Yeah. No, not the smallest, but one of the smallest people on earth.
You eat sushi.
I don't eat that
in
shit.
Germany. Let them fight eat sushi. They're in Germany, but it says that not to eat something raw.
Not really.
And then I know
Kaizo. Listen, bro. We're not hating on Mupani worms. I mean, if that's what you want to eat, that's that's considered a delicacy out there. Then that's cool. I mean,
you can never make me hate Mupani worms, my friend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you were the spokesman for.
But let me add here, right? When I was young, we used to eat something called termites, right? In Kenya. Wow. Basically, this little flies. Well, they're not flies. They're actually ants that can fly. We catch them during the rainy season. They come out of the hole. We catch them, then we stir fry it with a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on National Geographic. Wow.
We eat that also.
Yeah, we used to fry it with the pap.
Yeah, I seen that on National Geographic with like the Takana, I think was on it.
Hold on, you mean those flying ants like the gorillas do?
Yeah, flying ants. Yeah, like the gorillas. This guy. Yeah, the flying ants. Yeah, we see that. This guy. You see what I'm saying? Racism had to come out there. Chamakura.
Chamakura. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I don't mind eating ants, right? Like that's fine. But a freaking worm, nah, allow that.
Dude, caterpillar.
Oh yeah, okay, caterpillar. Yeah, even worse. So,
it's all hairy and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly, man. Like, I'm gonna put some weird shit in my mouth, man. Okay, do you guys have like a KFC version, Kentucky Fried Caterpillar?
No.
No.
Niggas, did you have a KFC?
Oh, yeah, it needs to happen. That will be a nice friend.
Be the next one to open the next Chicken Inn. You know, Chicken Inn is like a Southern African company. Yeah, exactly. Offer like a fried mapomi worm, like using the chicken bread.
Is that even cost benefit? Like if you fry it?
Okay, you just increase the price so that it can be cost benefit.
Yeah, because essentially you could just go outside and just like pick it off the ground and then like. No, but that's cool. I mean, I watched some Black Americans. I watched some Black Americans in South Africa, and they tried it. And I guess they had like mixed emotions with it, but I guess they liked it. They said it was all right. So that was pretty cool.
Nice, man. A nice delicacy is definitely.
Yeah, that's great. this nigga right here is a spokesman for Mupani. Goddamn. But yeah.
Bro, man, you know, I swear LL works for Mapomi Industries, man. and remember, nigga is not getting paid in real money. He's not getting paid in rand. He's getting paid in Mapomi worms.
Right. So what is it like? So what is it like growing up in like Limpopo, right? I heard that like, Limpopo is like one of the richest parts of like South Africa. And then
you're gonna bring Nigerians there. You don't say that.
Yeah.
It's the only place where you can find Nigerians. You can find a few.
Okay.
A lot of Zimbabweans, maybe. Yeah,
because it's like, isn't it like northern? Is it like northern? Is it like northern South Africa or something? Right?
Northern province.
Northern province. Okay.
Yeah, Limpopo.
Nice. Yeah, because I saw it. What like north south? It makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and I heard that there's like a lot of like I guess Bapedi and like Venda, those type of people that live there, right?
The dominant group is Bapedi. Venda people are like they're minority. What do you call it? Minority tribe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And those guys, they like try to tether to like petties. I don't know why. Like that, it's a guy named Musanda. Like he wants to be petty so bad, but he's Venda. I'm like, dude, just be proud of your heritage, man, your culture.
He's fine. He can be whatever he wants.
Oh, now we're making that Musungu logic. Like if I'm a helicopter, I'm a helicopter.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a Limpopian. He can be whatever he wants.
Okay.
Helicopter.
He's South African. He can be whatever tribe he wants. He can wake up tomorrow and say he's Zulu. It doesn't matter.
So he can be bored too.
So only if you're South African you can do that, but if you're Nigerian you can't do that, right? Like the Nigerian, like the model that was pretending to be South African, and you guys called her out.
She's Nigerian, obvious. You can't be South African if you're Nigerian.
Yeah, I mean, but she was like, I think she was born and raised in South Africa, right?
Still, doesn't matter.
Well, she's South African, just like
No.
If
Yeah,
your
that's
mom
something
is,
I want.
if
just
one
like
of your
just like
parents,
Elon, just like Elon Musk, he was born and raised there. He's South African, right?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is American.
No, but I have a question because this topic's the only thing I was interested in. How does citizenship work in South Africa?
One of your parents, or both.
So you cannot apply for citizenship.
Bloodline, my man.
Oh, no, so
Unless
you cannot
you-
apply.
Unless you're a true genius of some sort.
No wonder you don't get no white immigrants.
No what?
White immigrants. No, they don't want to go there. Only the Africans.
Oh yeah. We don't need anyone. We just want South
You
Africans.
see, you need to
Even
change though.
dilute-
In Kenya, yeah. Go ahead.
Even diluting your blood is like it's not good.
You see, in Kenya, we have a lot of white women from Norway and these feminist countries coming to marry our Maasai warriors. You guys are getting Nigerians to marry your women. Come on. At least we have.
That's not a matter that they want to marry one of the dustiest tribes in Kenya. Like, come on, man.
So you
Nah,
guys
I don't
proud
think
yourself for
Massage
marrying
are
white people.
dusty, bro. Those people they get money, right?
Yeah, they get money, but they're not that
Yeah,
intellectually.
Kyler, that's not a flex. He got a bunch of Jane Goodalls want to come live with the monkeys.
I mean, they're like a tourist attraction. Like people just come there to like see them like jump up and down and shit, eat like cow blood and stuff. Like
Yeah, but it's the thing, right? Cow blood is actually very healthy, right? Because it has all the nutrients. Yeah. When I was young, right?
Kaizo,
you're gonna eat people one day.
No, that's animals, man. How are you putting people and animals in the same?
Drink your blood.
No, I think Kaiser's talking about like the cow blood milkshake. Like we just take like the cow's blood and then mix it with like the milk and then like drink it that way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's actually not too bad.
That is dusty behavior. You stretch
That shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Africans and black people, man, the haters of their own culture, isn't it?
Nah. Well, I mean, we come from Western Central Africa. We don't do that shit, bro.
Oh, so you sell slaves instead? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but once again, from all the East African culture, drinking blood is still some kind of civilized. Like, who are those weird Nilotic tribes who did such shit burgers? Like, not drinking piss. So who literally fry shit on a skillet or some shit.
Oh man.
I know there's one also that's the desert tribe because it's the same. It's the same background with the same tribes who drink camel piss and cow piss.
Yeah, like Turkanas and shit. Yeah.
Oh, bro, don't bring Kenya in there, man. Those are Ethiopians, man. They're from the Mandari tribe.
There's Turkanas in Ethiopia, right?
Yeah, they are right. But those are mostly Mundaris who do that shit.
Like at some point, if you drink piss and eat shit, you think about it. Maybe I don't want to live in the desert. Maybe I go somewhere where it's fertile.
Oh yeah, you see, Bantu Bible. Anyway, shout out, guys. We have a new panelist. Shout out, Mother Loving One. We got IC3. Go ahead, my brother. Please introduce yourself and give us your opening statement. Ha!
Oh, greetings all. Great pleasure to be invited amongst the intelligentsia, the black intelligentsia. And the title was it Britain ended slave trade, yet black Caribbeans demand 200 billion in reparations. Well, my comment on that is that
at it again. This time he's crediting the British Empire with ending global slavery. And the tech billionaire's outrageous claim is rightfully provoking anger, particularly in India, Africa, and the Caribbean, where the legacy of British colonial rule remains deeply painful. Musk has been accused of trivializing the experiences of millions affected by colonialism and slavery. Our final report takes you inside the growing controversy.
Praising Britain's anti-slavery.
So it's Elon Musk it kicked it all off. I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, because
so give
Elon
me
Musk,
a summary. It's Elon Musk saying what? He's saying that they shouldn't be.
Yeah, so the Caribbean countries want reparations, £200 billion from
and
the
Elon
UK.
Musk is saying no.
He says no. Actually, they need to thank them because Britain, United Kingdom, actually, not Britain, ended slavery. Right?
Right.
They actually remember they only finished paying off the slave traders about 5 years ago. Money when Britain forced them to end slavery. So they should be thanking Britain for ending slavery instead of making Britain.
Hold on. They paid the slave traders reparations.
Yeah, because they lost their property.
Yeah.
Hold on, where's our cut?
With taxpayers' money, they only finished paying it off like 5 years ago.
It's the same thing they did with like France, right? With France and Haiti. Where
That's
Haiti had
different,
to
right?
pretty much
Haiti
pay
had to
for
pay
the losses.
Because remember, Haiti took away France's a third of France's economy, so they had to pay. But this one, Britain kind of paid these people because remember, Britain forced them, saying you can no longer trade in slavery. Okay, so let me give context to people, right? It was not legal for you to own a slave under British soil. So in the UK, even though
define it. What is British soil?
Right. We'll redefine that a little bit later on. But technically, right, in the UK at least, the proper UK island, right, you could not own a slave. So the UK did not want to dirtify their hands by slavery because they thought it was wrong. However, British companies like Lloyd's TSB Bank, allegedly, right, they owned shipping companies that would actually ship off slaves from, and also insurance companies, aka
insurance.
banking, basically.
That's right, insurance.
Right,
yeah.
they participated in banking for insurance and shipping from West Africa into the Americas. So when they said that these people can no longer trade in humans, cargo, they had to tell them, okay, we will pay you the insurance money as well as the slave trade money that you would have lost across the next generations for the next 300 years. So they've only finished paying off about 5 years ago. Again, it was £20 million at that time, which is right now actually over like a couple $1 billion pounds because of inflation. So they've just finished paying it off right now. And Lloyd's TSB Bank and all these, a lot of these British banks, I just know Lloyd's TSB because of the Liverpool, port that they involved themselves allegedly, right? Allegedly, I'm not gonna get sued by Lloyd's TSB Bank. So allegedly, they were involved. So, however, the Caribbeans, these ungrateful people, they were like, Britain, you gotta give us £200 billion, and I'm like, but Britain ended slavery. Slavery only ended in Africa recently, right? If you went to Ethiopia, the Oromo and the Baria, the Nilotes, they were slaves to the Amharas, right? So it was the Italians who ended slavery. So I believe that we need to have this conversation. Why are we blaming Britain when they actually saved us?
Hold on, guys. The British ended slavery, but did they stop colonialism after slavery?
No, Britain did not involve themselves in slavery directly. They were just the middlemen.
And also, there's a big point that everybody's missing completely, is that they say, 200 billion to the Caribbean. So think about it. What is it? Slavery is not about the Caribbean. Slavery and the enslavement of Africans is all about the enslavement of Black Africans. It's all about blackness. So if you're paying reparations and Britain pays reparations to Jamaica or pays reparations to Barbados, right? Barbados is not a black country. There's lots of black people there. Jamaica is not a black country. There's lots of black people there. So if you pay reparations to the Jamaican state, right, then that money is going to go to all those Chinese, all those Arabs, everybody who's there, and the white people. So they're going to all benefit from the reparations that comes under black blood. It's black. So an entity, an international entity, a black entity has to receive the reparations. You can't pay it to a state because they're not black states. Jamaica's not a black state. Does that make sense?
Told you it was some kind of deal that was not really about reparations.
Yeah, because all those Syrians, all those Arabs, they say, yeah, we're Jamaicans, we're living in Jamaica, we're doing trade in Jamaica, we want to benefit. No. Yeah. Clarify the identity issue first. Who exactly were enslaved? Where were they from? What is their history? Don't give it to any state. And those states are run by white people anyway. Like Jamaica is still run by
like mulattoes and stuff.
Oh, there you go. So yeah. So a lot of people don't think about identity. Deal with the identity issue before you do.
Yeah, but IC3, how do you pay reparations to black? Like, there's no organized like sort of system or I guess organization 100%. Called black, right?
Yeah, bro, some of them countries over there still under the crown, technically till this day. They still technically British subjects.
Exactly. So therefore, an entity that does not exist yet has to be created. Just think business. It's plain obvious business. Yeah.
So that, but that's up to us. That's up to us to create that entity, right?
100%. You got it. It's up to us to create that entity. Otherwise, other people will take
benefit from it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Hammer, what do you think about that? Hammer, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got in the background, just doing some things really quickly. But the two things I want to address. First, what actually got me to come on the panel was because I don't know. I've ever since Kaiser allowed Nakamizi to tap dance for all the white folks. I don't know. I've been kind of hesitant coming to these panels, but what really got me on the panel today was, I don't know if it was a blasted African, but is that this blasted African, number one, and I want to address the fact that Black South Africans have no respect for me. I don't respect them. I view them as willful slaves. They have consciously and collectively made the choice that they would rather be ruled by the white minority than take on the cost that it would take to free themselves. And so, as far as I'm concerned, now that it is clear that is a choice you have made as a group, I don't want to hear anything. I have no sympathy for y'all. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear complete white folks. I don't want to hear about Perth. I don't want to hear that stuff. Because now it's a choice. And I've said that for a very long time. That once I came to realize, because look, you cannot tell me that Black South Africans will see Orania, an all-white town. They will see white folks owning
downtown at that.
Yeah, white folks owning the majority of the wealth in the country. They will see white, Miss White South Africa, all that crazy. They will have white parties like the DA, and when they see all this going on, they got nothing to say. But then the moment some person, some female, supposedly has Nigerian history, they got all the smoke. After this situation with that Miss South Africa, after the situation with them attacking black, I've lost it for y'all. Because I said, wait a minute. I know my eyes are not seeing a situation where of folks who are living in Shantytown.
Emma.
Who are being who's
Emma.
talking?
He's a South African.
Oh, that's even great, because I was actually talking with another Black South African, I think yesterday, and he had to admit. Go ahead,
Emma. You're not that important, Baba.
Okay.
So I don't even care what you're saying. You can rant all you want, but it doesn't make any. Don't make
it's fine. It's fine. Damn. I'm not. No. The reason I'm not that important. Let me respond. The reason I am not important to you is because you guys are used to being in Shantytown. That's fine. I'm the problem. I don't expect my voice to matter. You guys are already cool with white folks, so you want to do. That's cool. So as far as I'm concerned, anything you want to say, no. I gotta say to you, anything you want to say, go talk to West Africans. For me, there's nothing.
What did they do to you? What did West South Africans do to you?
What did they do to me? What did they do to you?
So
no. Listen, I want you guys to look at. I'm trying to help you understand the mentality. You're asking me what West South Africans did to me. What did they do to your people?
What did they do to who?
What did White South Africans do to your people, man?
Whose people?
Whose people?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You have all this energy.
You are feeling all the pain for nothing.
Who has Nigerian ancestry, but the moment White South Africans come up, you become a slave. What do they do to you, man? What?
Hey,
what's wrong with you,
Emma? What did you say now? White South Africans. Did you hear that? South African.
How did they become South Africans? How did they become South Africans?
They are South Africans, Sisha. Doesn't matter how.
But the model was also South African as well. So I don't get that logic.
Who?
The model that you him was referring.
No. I'm trying to help you understand what I mean by they've made a conscious choice. So let me get this straight. When did White South Africans?
In your life, you can.
Let me ask you a question.
You can never advise a country.
Dude,
don't make yourself important. You're not important.
Shut up. I've literally have no respect for Black South Africans. You're literally being dominated by 9% of the population. They control all your wealth. You're in the shanty town. I don't want to hear you talk. I really don't.
You are a small boy. Don't talk.
I am not being dominated by white minority.
You are not even anything.
I'm not being dominated by white minority.
You can't even influence.
I'm not being dominated by white minority.
What makes you think?
I am not being dominated by white minority. I can keep saying it if you want to keep here. I'm not being dominated by minority.
It doesn't hurt me anyway.
It doesn't help you anyway. But you got energy for Nigerians, right?
You're trying.
But you got energy for black immigrants, right? But you don't got energy for white minority dominating you, right?
Nigerians. What do you say? You said Nigerian.
It's not just Nigerians, but it doesn't matter. In fact, hold on. Let me ask you. This is very important, right? Let me ask you a question.
If you have problems with white people,
let me ask you a question.
You have problem with white people.
No. Let me ask you. As a Black South African, who do you feel closer to? A Nigerian or a white South African? Because the answer to that question, I think, will tell us all we need to know. If I put a Nigerian in front of you and a white South African, who are you people siding with? I already know the answer. I just want you to say it.
I think it depends on the context, right?
No.
I think culturally they will be more closer to white South African.
No. There's no context because trust me, if I was to hold up, John. If I was talking to a white South, I've talked to them, right? If I ask them the exact same question, they will say they will align with a white American, white. It doesn't matter where they're from. White American, white British, whatever, over the Black South African. They're literally on Twitter right now complaining that they didn't get to wipe those niggas out.
Oh, whoa.
Literally right now. In fact, a white South African made a post recently about how, they can't wait to replace the Black South African made with robots and blacks. Oh, why are you crying? They've never wanted y'all.
Damn.
The only difference between white South Africans and white Americans is that they didn't genocide you guys. I guess they were not able to.
Yeah, 1 second. Shout out, guys, to Juju over there for $25 again. We got D as well, squared for $25, and Juju for another $10, and Zani Inan for £10. Mashallah, having warm. I appreciate the support. The rest of you, Dustin, go ahead.
Why was that? What's going on?
I don't know. Go ahead, Hamad. The mic is yours.
I'm like, if you want to say this, just tell me. You don't have to kill the panel. But going back to what
no, he was just pretty much giving credence to the donators and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, but you just tell me. I'll just mute up. But because I've been on shoot, but it's fine. But like I was saying, dude, I'm trying to help you understand that why I say that moving forward, Black South Africans, I genuinely don't care no more. You got that? I am more focused. Yes, I'm sorry. You're gonna listen because it's the same way you sound with the white folks. The same way you guys have no problem with them white folks. Sorry, listen to me. Believe that,
dude. You said you don't care. Why are you still talking?
I am because that's what I want to do. I'm the one to do. But going by what I was saying,
But you're still talking about something you don't care about.
Yes, I am gonna keep because I want. I'm gonna do it.
That means you care. What?
Okay.
Yeah, but hammer.
I can address it. Hold, let me finish. But like I was saying before,
what? How can you address something you don't care about?
I because it's important for the audience. And I have gotten over it, but I want the audience to understand.
Can I address something what you're both saying? The point. Well, if you finish, go make it.
Yeah. There's no point he's making. But like I was saying before, my thing is this: when I saw, it's obvious now what's happening. You have a white minority population who resents the fact they have to live with you and really wish they could genocide you guys, and have to tolerate this, right? And every way they go at every possible way to manipulate and undermine you. And you got a black majority population who essentially has allowed themselves to be dominant and have chosen that situation. That's fine. So moving forward, I don't want to hear any more Black South Africans talking to me about because he says they don't care, but they do, because every single time something happens, we hear them all across the internet screaming about apartheid. I don't want to hear that. Now it's a choice.
Do you?
And if you made this choice, fine. I have no problem with that. But still, look, if a slave wants to be a slave, I'm not going to stop. But don't think I'm going to cry when the white man is putting you in the back. You made that choice.
The white people for a long time.
Okay.
No, you're not.
We've been killing each other.
In fact, let me go ahead and answer that other brother's question, Jack. I judged it.
Dude,
to answer your question,
people, we never said
yes,
to love each other. This is South Africa.
Stop.
To love each other.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Who controls most of the wealth? Where do most Black South Africans live in the country? They don't live in luxurious areas. Where they live?
Have you been to South Africa, my brother? What is luxurious to you?
Yeah, but
you know what I'm talking. In fact, do they even have any decent living? In fact, do they have the same sort of living as the white folks there, or are they all living in shanty towns like most of them?
Everything you think you know about South Africa, you know nothing about South Africa.
Okay, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, I see.
Very short after me, ISIS can go because I think he wants to drop some dimes. But Emma, it is okay. It is okay. They make the deals. They're honoring the deals. That's how. That's
fine. Look. That's fine. I just want to make sure that folks, because I feel like when I say these things, some people, I saw in the comment, may feel like they don't understand why. I'm trying to. It's not for you guys. So those who understand, that's fine. It's for those who are watching to understand why that's the movement.
You're always in your feelings, Emma. You have to.
It has nothing to do with feelings. You've made a kind of blacks, bro. I was talking to Black South Africans recently. Okay, y'all collectively, it's not just one person. That's a group. You have made that choice. That's fine. So now the Black diaspora and the Black are gonna move accordingly. That's cool. Now y'all can go attacking Black folks, Black Nigeria. That's great. Just understand that that all the sympathy is gone. There is no excuse anymore. It's now a choice. If them boys want to kill two Black women and feed on the pet we just saw, no one's gonna care.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
If them boys want to kill y'all, no one's gonna care. I don't care anymore because now it's a choice. Go ahead,
Emma. Once again, we continental Africans, we know that. Like
Juju, I am not aggravated. I'm actually very calm. But go ahead.
We know that. We that's why we make fun of it. But it's all. They made a choice.
Man. Listen to what you said, right? What did you say? You said what? That collectively Black people know. Right? We know this, right? That Black people around the world know that Black South Africans made that choice.
It's a continental no. If you want to, that's what I wanted to say.
Globally, Black people globally know that Black South Africans have made that deal, which is fine. That's what I mean. But just don't do that and then come and scream about Nigeria. I want to hear it. Keep the quiet. Just go and talk to the boys. Go there and get fed to dogs. That's it.
You're making
get fed to dogs over there in peace and silence. Don't talk to us.
Oh my God.
Don't talk about Black South Africans or Black Nigerians. And by the way, I'm kidding. I'm not Nigerian. But I'm not. You know what I'm talking about? Nigerians, whatever.
Don't talk about Nigerians. Also Nigerians, like, but we know that no outside Nigeria knows that shit.
What do you say? Think, man.
There are also people of also skin colors in Nigeria. Not like in South Africa, but they're still here.
No.
Yeah, and once again, Hammer, if you want to say the gospel to the diaspora, because sometimes the diaspora don't know, you can do that.
I am a West African. This specifically just for everyone, including Black Africans. You know this. That's as a default. When I speak about Black people globally, that especially includes Black on the continent. There's no, I don't know why that's a confusion. My thing is that no. I am not going to be an ally with someone who willfully allows white folks to feed them to dogs. That's not going to happen.
Can I address that point?
I'm not doing that. You know, I want to Zimbabweans. Look, they're my friends. We'll support them in the fight. They've done a great job. But y'all in the South, nope. We're cutting you off. You guys are in timeout. Go ahead.
All right, Hammer, give Ella a chance to like refute your claims or whatever, right? He's saying, I think he said it's a lie, actually.
No, it's not a lie. He no. It's not a lie. Zimbabwe is better actually. Not only, by the way, there's articles spreading right now on Twitter. White folks say, "Oh, they're paying for it or not." Because if you actually read the actual text of the article, they're paying for the infrastructure on the land, not the land itself, which was the original deal. So that's not a problem. I'm the problem with that. But the original land, that's not even paid for that. That's being given to Black South Africans, not paid for that. So if you see any white person tell you, "Oh, they're paying for land," that's a lie. And number two, yes, they have actually gone back to being a breadbasket. That's what's going on. And you have the Chinese coming in, so they've gone back. That's the reason why. If you notice, you have not seen. And you see this too. When Mugabe was in power and shit was going bad, there were all these articles. Haven't you noticed that since then? Now that Zimbabwe has bounced back, you have not seen Western media talk about it anymore. They're silent now. They don't speak about it anymore, for the most part. And there are a few articles that do if you look at it, you have to read through, but at the bottom, right, hidden somewhere, they'll admit, "Oh yeah, the back to being a breadbasket, they'll grow." Okay, thank you. You had to hide it somewhere, but it's there.
What did white people do to you, Emma?
No, and here's what's so funny, right? Then so the Black Zimbabweans got the land back, the bouncing back, they're benefiting there, and they'll cross the border to South Africa, and those same white South Africans who Black South Africans allowed to be there will hire those Zimbabweans over there. Isn't that right? Is that the reason why Black South Africans are losing the mouth of Zimbabweans? Because those same white boys will put that Zimbabwe over you?
People in your country,
no, let's go. He knows what I'm saying is true. That's the problem. Is that you allow
Hammer.
Let him refute because
no. He knows that it's true. Go ahead. That's why Doodle is there. Go ahead.
I'm asking you a question. Is there white people in your country?
In my country, what? Cameroon? I don't think there's any at all. Because that's mostly black.
What problem do you have against white people if you have never chilled with them?
Now, let me ask you a question. What do you think the difference is?
Answer me. Why do you have a problem with white people if you have never stayed with them?
Because white people are directly responsible for the state of black people on the global stage.
For the what?
For the state that black people are in on the global stage. So are we going to ignore the Berlin Conference? Are we going to ignore the white man's burden? Is that what we're going to do now? Are we going to ignore apartheid? So let me get this straight. You have no problem completely ignoring apartheid, which just happened in your country.
Yes, I don't have any.
But you got energy for Zimbabweans and Nigerians. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't have any problem. Apartheid was 30 years ago.
Hammer, it's a choice. You don't
I'm answering his question because I'm trying to help him understand what he's doing, right? You are telling me that you have more energy for supposed. Let's say everything you're saying is true. I know it's not true. Let's just say let's say for the sake of argument it's true that Nigerians are going in there and just raping South African cause, just for the sake of, right? Even if that was true,
they do that.
I'm just making an argument here. Even if that was true, is that anywhere close to apartheid? Is that even close to the same?
Dude, apartheid is done.
Apartheid is done.
Mandela signed.
Apartheid is done.
So that's finished.
Let him speak. Go ahead. Let him speak.
I mean,
he says apartheid is done.
He signed the treaty. You signed a treaty.
Until the ANC comes and say we are fighting the white people, then we'll fight. If the ANC doesn't say we're fighting the white people, that means you're going
Now,
the
you know how retarded that is, right? Because you know very well the ANC and the Black South Africans in leadership, they don't come out of the ether. The same way Mugabe was a representation of the general feeling of Black Zimbabweans. It's not just the ANC. I will say this: the
ANC say we are fighting.
No, dude.
But
the ANC. Let me talk.
Hammer did a lot of accusations. As those accusations.
Whoa. Snake Man, what did I say I was wrong? Tell me. Point one thing I said about Black that was wrong. Because everything I said is 100% facts.
And just one thing.
No. I do not speak freely. I'm very direct with my words. What did I exactly say about it that was wrong?
That's what, because he disagrees with you. So that's why I want.
If I say 2 + 2 is 4, disagrees. That's actually the fact.
I remember happening with the South Africans. They chopped the body up of some black people and
yes, why
something like that.
Yeah. No, but it's follow. You gotta listen to me. Go search it up. It's not hard. So think, man. If I say 2 + 2 is 4, and LL says I'm wrong, does that matter?
Yeah, but
you're not giving them a chance to refute the claim.
Yeah, I want to hear why
he needs to be given a chance to refute 2 + 2 is 4. Is that correct?
No, I want to hear the reason why he disagrees.
Okay, that's fine. Let him refute my point. Go ahead, LJ. Refute the point that Black South Africans have allowed themselves to be dominated. Essentially, go refute it. I'll wait. I'll mute myself.
The floor is yours, LL.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, let me jump in.
So you're not going to.
I had the same issue with. I had the same issue.
Why? How can someone argue 2 + 2 is 4?
And South African guy came with me.
Let me say one more thing before I let you go. Let me say one thing, right?
Said you don't care.
Let me say one thing, right? I just want.
Let somebody else speak, Hammer, for a chance.
Okay.
I'm not dumb.
I'll say one last thing, and then ICB goes, right?
You're saying that, Hammer. You're gonna say last. We got the point.
Promise. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. One last point. Yeah, one last point. I swear.
No, come on.
Okay, go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Over and over.
Okay.
Even a child can understand the point.
Go ahead, bro.
Somebody else want to address what Hammer was saying, or say something about South Africa. Does somebody else want to say something before I speak?
I'm like, brother, you say you wanted to speak.
Are you gonna mention like the prison? Are you gonna mention like the prison analogy with South Africans? That seems to be a go-to explanation.
What was that? What was the point you're making there? Is that Ja speaking?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, are you gonna mention like the prison analogy that you usually like?
No. I'm gonna. This is a different angle. So
yeah, but does it fit the South African situation?
And then South African guy came up to me and said, all this black and white thing, it's past. And I think it matches what LL was saying about apartheid is over. And he was saying, this South African guy was saying to me, black South African, was saying that the whole concept of black and white, we've moved on from that. South Africans have moved on from that.
Wow.
And it's not really about black and white anymore. And that kind of matched what LL was saying about it. Because the problem of white supremacy that what I perceive is that they're saying white supremacy has been conquered when apartheid was conquered. Therefore, if you're talking about black and white people, you are you're out of date and you're backward. So that was the impression I was getting.
Is that what you believe, IC3?
Certainly not. But
yeah,
yeah. But you see how would you, with good reason, counter that? Is it true? If it's not true what he's saying about since
Yeah, it's not true.
apartheid died. You think it's true what you're saying?
It's not true what he's saying, but go ahead, finish your point.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's true, but he does think it's true. So how do you argue with another black African? Well,
a black coon, but go ahead.
With an African who denies the concept of blackness and whiteness.
I will tell him that. I said, look, you can deny, doesn't mean they do.
Right.
That's literally all it comes down to, right?
That is one thing I don't get is because it's a white South African, they don't shut the fuck about. Just don't shut. They see black and white.
Yes.
Like when they talk to us outside, like the entire reason we continental know so much about South Africans because the white South African cannot shut the fuck up.
Yes. And they specifically, so here's what you have, IC3, and this is why I say it's a choice. You cannot tell me that the white South Africans own almost. This is well known. It's not even a mystery. Everybody knows who owns in that country. Everybody knows who owns the industry. And you know, and by the way, and before, and if you have a black folks to deny you, ask them to this conversation. Why is Dudula and all of them folks talking about jobs going to foreigners? They know why. Because what's happening is the whites who control the business industries are hiring foreigners over them. Now, how would they be able to do that if they don't control the wealth in that country? The only way foreigners can put over you in that country, the majority, is if you don't. That means you don't control the industries, right? See, when they're talking to you, you have to listen to what they're not admitting. What are you actually saying when you say that? You're saying that you don't actually control the economy. So don't tell me how you're in a situation where a foreigner can be hired over you, but simultaneously, quote unquote, whites don't control the economy. Then number two, right? Even white South Africans themselves will tell them publicly. There are constant events that come out all the time of racial discrimination. Oh, this white South African, this all the time. Like that example that I just told you, right? When you have a white farmer that can kill two black women and feed them to the pigs, what does that tell you? That tells you, and here's a crazy part.
All right, let me play the white man for a bit. Hold it. I got your point, but watch this.
Okay, IC3.
Go on.
Okay, Hammer. So I know you see color when it comes to murder and stuff like that.
I see color. Do the white South Africans see color?
Listen, Emma,
Okay.
listen.
I told
you. Okay, now we are talking again. Okay.
Hold on.
A white South African killed two women. You say so. So what about the Zimbabwean who kills 8 women and then buried them inside the house?
Right.
What about him? Are we supposed to make noise about it?
Right.
What Hammer is saying? No,
let me respond.
That is not what Hammer is saying. Hammer is saying be equal. No. He's saying be equal.
So now we are not talking about the Mozambican and the Zimbabwean who killed.
No. You're moving. No. That was not his argument. His hold on. His argument is very simple. His argument. His argument is very simple. Be equal with the fire. Kill both. Both.
What I'm saying here is that
the white South African
you pretend, so you choose not to see color, but they do.
Arrested. Why should I worry about someone arrested?
Now, let me ask you a question, right? You brought up the black South Africans and Zimbabweans, right? You're right. That's perfect. Now, let me ask you a question. Do black South Africans... I'm
talking about this black or white. It's not going to work. Your arguments, they will not understand you because they've moved on. They're saying it's not about color. So you keep banging it into their head.
I see three.
They're not going to listen to you.
I'm trying to help you understand that it's not that
trying is useless. That when you're trying is by continually repeating.
That's why I say to make the choice. It's their choice. Let them be.
No. I get what you guys are saying.
I thought you don't care. What do you think?
The point I'm trying to say is that it's not that South Africa has become that way. It's black South Africans. Every other non-black group understands what's going on. West South Africa's own race, everybody else. That's what blasphemy was, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Because it was
white South Africans would do that, but they won't. And that, by the way,
majority. It's easy to take the
what
land.
about the
It's
Somalis
easy to
about
take
to ride
everything,
with
bro.
the
Everything is easy,
Egyptians
but it's
over
not easy
Ethiopia?
to forgive.
Somalians don't see themselves as black.
Yeah, I have always said that Horn of Africa is not black.
It's
So that isn't really
it's easy.
Yeah, Horn of Africa don't
count. Yeah, but Hammer. One thing I agree with you is like, if South Africa really wants the outside to understand the dynamic, they literally had to shut the fuck up the white South African, because most of the times the white South African online, we are online, push a shut stupid shit, like straight up, like there's the ones that cannot shut up about race purity, annihilating the blacks in South Africa.
They're not lying.
So,
that's how they act. No. I already know what's going on, right? I'm trying to break it down. That's why I started off my comment saying that I don't care anymore about. Look, what's happening is this: the white minority is on code. They resent the fact that they did not genocide those people. That's it. I've told you that. That's what they're on, and they wish that they would have done to blasted Africans what happened with the Native Americans here. So no, everything. No. Let me finish. Everything the boys are saying is that's how they actually. They're not lying. I believe them. No, they're correct. That's how they really feel. They hate having to deal with these blasted Africans. They hate it. They say we have to share this country, which we hate that. And not just that, they don't even respect them, because I'm gonna give you an example, right? As much as they talk about black Zimbabweans, they actually respect them more, because black Zimbabweans showed they had to put their hands on the white folks. They actually respect black South Africans less. Not only do we resent that we didn't kill you, but damn, we're putting hands on you and you're not doing anything about it. So no, so you're really a bitch. At least the blacks over there could put hands on us. Not doing anything. So everything white South Africa is saying is correct. The issue is that you have a situation where a white man is telling a black dude, "Hey, I don't like you. If I had the choice, you would be dead." And the black dude is saying, "Rainbow Nation, let's come together." That's what's going on.
So dude, you said if he had a choice, that means he doesn't have a choice. So who's in power?
They still okay.
He had a choice. So that means he doesn't have.
No.
So who's in power?
They're still in politics as well. What I'm saying here is that because
if we want to take the land, we can take the land anytime. That's the easiest thing. You don't.
Interesting.
Okay. Now let me ask you. So then why haven't you then?
Let me listen to LL.
No. LL, put 20 on it. Do it.
Do it then. Do it.
240 on it. Do it.
Why should I do that? Because that's what you want.
You said you can do it. Do it.
Taking the land is easy. Don't do easy shit.
It's easy, right? It's so easy, right?
Oh,
it's so easy, right?
I mean, when
it comes easy to hold
on. When it comes to taking the land, so white South African already are in the lead. They do it.
They what?
Then do it then.
Why?
White South African can do it. They do
I have land.
Because you can put. Because black South Africans say they want the land, right? That they're complaining about the land not being, so why not take it then?
I have the land.
No, I'm not speaking individually. Right. I'm talking about the group.
Yeah, but let's listen to what LA's angle
all is. All the groups have land.
LL, are you saying
all the groups
LL,
have
are
land
you saying that the South Africans
where to live?
Yeah, the South Africans have the land.
If someone is fighting for land now, he doesn't know which land he's fighting for. He wants he's greedy or something.
Also, you are scared that if
no one is scared.
Yes,
the government owns
hold on. So you just said if someone would do it, they don't know which. Basically, you're scared about upsetting the order because you're scared of also Africans. Like it's like the white people are like a deterrent.
If I'm going to attack a white person now, it's just going to please you. It's not going to please me.
No, I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
If you don't care, just shut up then.
That's
if
fair.
you don't care, don't
right?
I'm not shutting up. I'm not trying to analyze your say, because you just said if he would fight for the land, he wouldn't know for what he's fighting for, which land.
Yeah.
What is the logic behind it?
Yeah. Listen to him. Listen to LL, and we'll understand his position. Stop telling him what South Africans are. Let's hear what he has to say. So LL and what is your position? I'm not understanding what you're saying. Pardon?
It was the simplest thing for the Zimbabweans to take the land. Where are they now?
We're staying in South Africa right now.
You can just wake up now and then take the land.
Forget the Zimbabwe.
What is the strategy?
You can just wake up tomorrow and kill the white people.
Yeah, okay,
Why?
we got that. What is the strategy? What is the strategy?
What's the benefit?
What is your strategy?
Forget Zimbabwe.
For what?
Why you bring up Zimbabwe? Stay in South Africa.
Let him speak. Let him see what I say.
South Africa. I
mean, go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
When you're in Germany, Mr. Land.
So you're saying stay
Where
in
is
South
your land?
Africa?
You're in Germany.
I have land.
Where? Well, you're not staying in your land.
Snake man, don't.
I know about. I have land. Hold on, everyone here knows what I am. But
don't, Snake man, don't. Snake, don't even intend.
Stay in South Africa, not Zimbabwe.
Answer what IC3 asked you to, right? Why have you guys not taken the land? Because I'm trying to get somewhere. Tell us. I'll mute up. Why haven't you taken the land? If it's so easy, right? And you guys have all this power, why haven't you done it? Tell us.
No, Hammer. He's saying he already has the land. There's nothing to take.
I'm saying the group. You know what I'm talking about, not him individually. The group of Black South Africans. Why haven't they done it?
What group?
The South Africans have the land, he said.
Black South Africans.
Yeah, Black South Africans have the land.
They don't have the land.
Are you sure about that?
Come on.
Yes.
Which land are you talking about which we don't have, my brother?
Exactly. South Africans are saying it's our land. Now, the white people, I think, correct me if I'm wrong,
I think we are
doing
confusing
operations. They're doing operations on the land.
Yeah,
but the land still belongs to the Africans.
That is something people confuse. Industry and land ownership is not the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not what's going on. The vast majority, they own that territory.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe it's changed. Maybe this is the government who owns. I don't have to look into it. But I know that a large percentage of that is owned by white farmers.
You think you know. You don't know anything.
Right. See, let him speak.
You don't even live in South Africa. Yeah. But you think you know. You always shouting.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, Hammer. That is a point we can discuss. Do you have any sources, like the state themselves having some kind of statistic or something like that? The South African state saying that most of the land is owned by the white people.
Without me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a last chick. Look, once again, is it possible that potentially now the state owns it? Who knows? But I know last I saw it was a large percentage.
Yeah. Well, they're updating you, Hammer. You're old, Hammer. You are out of date. They're telling you
have any
that
sources?
they own the land. You're out of date, sources? Hammer.
Like 2000
land.
Once
That's what
again
they're saying to you.
Okay. Once again, we can go back and forth on the land. You're saying the majority of the state owns the land, right?
I will Google it. I'm
yeah, because I have to look at it. But that's not what my argument. The argument I was saying is that the majority of the economy is controlled by the whites. They dominate y'all. Let's be honest about that. Which is the reason why you guys complain about the migrants, because they put the migrants over you.
White South Africans don't even own 50% of JSE.
What is JSE? A company?
Johannesburg Stock Exchange.
Okay. Once again, that's a job shit. I'm talking about the overall economy. Who controls the economy of South Africa?
The government.
The government.
South Africa, yeah. That's what you'd say.
Okay, I Googled it, and it says that when it comes to the farmland,
I was just looking at that too. The commercial farmland is 70.
Yeah, it's a farmland, but we don't know how big the farmland is in South Africa.
Yeah. So I guess the issue has to do
real quick, let me read it. So it says while the proportion of white South Africans in the population in the population has decreased from around 20% during apartheid to around 8 to 9% today, they still own a disproportionate amount of the country's land. Estimates suggest that about 70 to 80% of commercial farmland is still owned by white South Africans, although this number has been a subject of debate and revision over time.
Do you know why?
70 to 80%.
Let me tell you something again. You know this reparation of land. Most black people have been given back like farms and then what do you call it, land, and then they decided not to take the land. They decided to sell back the land to the white people.
Oh.
So most people decided to get the money than the land.
Right.
Then why didn't you come out from the start?
What?
With that information. Because
wait a minute.
Hammer is banging you about the land.
You were not talking about this.
It's the let's address
hold on. So have we
because I have to go soon.
You know,
let's address what John just said, right?
To farm.
No. So John,
is that what I mean, Ella? Is that what I mean? For some reason, South Africans don't want to. What is okay, but the white South African cannot shut the fuck up.
Okay.
They can.
Ella, let me address.
But they're talking about you. People. That's the problem. They're not talking about.
Let me address this, right? So what John just
talking is talking.
Okay, so
everyone's got freedom of speech.
Okay, so Ella,
but talking,
what John just
bullshit. They're talking
bullshit.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. So what John
it's not about me. It's about them. I don't care.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What John just specifically addressed. Okay. He's brought up the data that the majority of the farmlands, by essentially white folks through corporations, they essentially own it. Fine. Now, LL is saying that the reason why white folks own most of the farmlands is because what? They've given the land back. Is that what you're saying, LL?
Oh my God.
Yes. Sold the land back.
Sold the land back. Doesn't that make it worse? I want you to understand what he just said, because that actually makes it worse. Now, I'm sure whatever.
That's a matter of opinion. That's a matter of opinion.
I speak. Listen to what he just said, right? They own most of the farmland. Parts of the land, not all part, were given to black South Africans. They didn't even have the fortitude to make that work. They just built that and said, we'll give it back to white man. That's worse to me. At that point, you might as well just stay in the shantytown. What's the point?
What the fuck?
That's actually worse. So in other words, not only do they control...
What is this idea you think that all black people live in the shantytown?
You know a large percent, not a majority, are living in South Africa. Let's not even do that.
What do you guys think?
Yo, John, search up the image of black South Africans. Search the image of black... You can literally see the image, bro.
Johannesburg is
Hold on. Should we Google it? Hold on. We can make a should we Google it? We can Google it.
They're literally photos showing the black side and the white side. What are you talking about? The black side is all shanty towns and the white side
in Cape Town.
Yes, you can have specific spots. And then we know that the majority of black South Africans are not living like white South. We know that, not even close. But but going back to what I was saying before,
dude,
what you just said, LL, is actually worse.
Every South African has land.
Every South African has land.
Okay. After source from 2016, 62% of South African population live in shantytowns.
Okay, now we know who that is, right? That's not white South Africans.
62% of what?
Of the South African population lives in shantytowns.
62%. Yeah.
62%.
Yes.
Yeah. That is stupid. It's not real. That's one.
Oh, it's not real? Because I remember I recently came across a recent document where like a majority of them still in towns, even with regards to the election. So thank you for putting that up, Snake Man. You did your research, is great. That's fine.
It could be old. It could be old. It's 2016. Like it could be straight.
2016. It's look. I have yeah, that was Black South Africans. I very much doubt it's changed that much, considering the fact that the wealth is still in the hands of white South Africans. So unless there's a massive wealth transfer, I can assume that most of them still live there. Now, here's the issue, right? We have a situation now. Most of the wealth is with the whites. Most of the blacks are in shanty towns. Most of the farmland is with the whites. And the few that were given to black South Africans, y'all were such coons, y'all essentially give it back. So,
you're crazy.
in other words, what we essentially have is a black population that is willfully being dominated. And that's why I have said this conversation has proven my point. I don't care about you individually. As a group, I don't care about you individually. I don't care about you individually. As a group, Black South Africans have chosen to be dominated. That's great. So moving forward, I don't want to hear shit. Don't talk. I don't want to hear a Black South African talk about apartheid. Don't talk to me about the white man. Don't talk to me about. In fact, don't even speak to about migrants or Nigeria. Don't even talk about it.
Fuck migrants.
Don't speak about any of that.
I'm going to
because now. Thank you, D2. It is a checkmate because essentially after the entire conversation, all the data has proved my points. It's a choice.
Yeah, but I think there's some nuances to it, though. I don't think it's that simple.
Let me ask you a question, y'all. Are you a Black American?
Of course, yeah, African American, yeah.
Is when Harriet Tubman said there was some slaves, I want to be a slave. Is there a nuance to a slave wanting to be a slave?
Probably, yeah. Listen, hold on. It depends on the individual, right? But I would say somewhat. I would say somewhat, yes, because some slaves, they seen it more beneficial to be enslaved, right? To have get their daily bread from their masters or whatever the case may be. So
now, what happens when that is the majority of a population? If the majority of the population would rather be a slave, is that justified behavior?
Obviously, that's not nothing to be proud of. But I'm just saying that they probably seen it more beneficial. Hold on, I'm just saying that they just seen it. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing.
You are a Black American.
Some of them might see it more beneficial to sell the land back.
That behavior does not make sense.
South Africa is a major food exporter, right? And it says in 2023, South Africa's agricultural exports reached a record of 13.2 billion, a 2% increase from the previous year, right?
Yeah. And what does that mean? Anything?
So look, so export destinations.
Yeah, most of that money is not going towards them. It's going towards some white commercial farmers, right?
I mean, well,
exactly.
The money that's coming from this export is benefiting the country in general.
No,
right?
It's not. All of that wealth is going to the white commercial farmers. And to what extent they get taxes?
But it's the economy in general is benefiting from it, though.
Thank you. Right now, who controls the economy?
Hold on, maybe those Black South Africans. Hold on, maybe the Black South Africans. They couldn't seize the necessary international contracts to export these.
You said it perfectly, right? If it benefits the economy and a certain people control the economy, who's really benefiting?
They're all benefiting, but for the most part, the white South Africans are benefiting the most. Obviously, yeah.
60% of your population is the shanty town, but you're benefiting, right?
Hold on.
Emma, I thought you don't care.
Hold on. It's trickle down economics.
Yes, Nick, man. It's trickle down. All the wealth is in the hands of the white man, and little bit will trickle down to the black side. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. It will just trickle down, right? Now he knows very well how that's not how it works in America. That the wealth of white America does not trickle down to Black Americans. He knows very well. He knows that. Right?
You said the wealth of America doesn't trickle down to the Black Americans.
The wealth of white America does not really trickle down to. In fact,
what this government does, like this government literally goes to different countries, extracting resources, toppling governments, but essentially it does benefit the American population. Doesn't it? Right?
Jao, let me ask you a question. If I take an Asian immigrant and a Black American, who gets more opportunity in the economy in America? Who?
Who gets more opportunities?
Yes, who gets more? Who does the economic system is going to uplift us more, the economy more? Because I've looked at it, I know what it is. We know it's not a Black American.
I mean, but that I don't think that's about like race. I don't think it's about. I don't think it's about racism. I don't think it's about racism. It's Black people's inability to seize the opportunities that's available for them.
You think that Black America being a permanent underclass and having every other immigrant?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's not the race.
No. That's not what I said. When I look at No, that's not what I said, bro. When I look at Asian American or Asian people in general, right? They're not represented. They're not represented like in the politics or things of that nature. They focus on economics, right? Building and strengthening their communities.
They are allowed to operate in that field. I keep telling y'all. They can be taken out.
Hold on. Where's the Asian not the one who get rid of affirmative action?
Yes, and it backfired on them because they bought into the model minority, and now you got Asians students dropping in numbers in Ivy League school, and they're crying online.
It's not that because Cha is pretending like Asians don't have political power. They don't use it.
I mean, no. I'm saying that's not what I said. I said they're not overrepresented in the politics. But I'm saying obviously they have the power because they have the economics to back it, right?
But even with the affirmative action case, okay, that was white conservatives that propped them up and pushed them up. It was the white conservative quarter. Meaning, if Asian American, I'll give you an example, right? Once they got from election, right, and you saw a drop in Asians, because once again, the biggest beneficiary became white folks. Now that all of them seats are now going to white folks and Asian being hit, the same white conservatives saying, "Oh, and by the way, Asians, no refund. We're helping now." So those same Asians who are being propped up by the whites to go to election, now that the whites are benefiting, those same whites and the Asians, you're now. So if they want to try and sue again, the same conservative Supreme Court will throw them out the window.
Hammer. I'm not sitting here making excuses for like black South Africans and anything like that. I'm just saying that there might be nuances of what they're like. I'm trying to understand
the nuance. That's what I'm saying.
Decisions that they're making.
Yes, there is, Hammer. Yes, there is. They signed contracts. They did their deals. They built their countries' politics and economy. That is just what they chose. That is what they chose.
No, I agree with him. That's what I'm saying, right? It's a choice. There's no nuance here. You is a slave who chose to be a slave.
Do you think it's hold on.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
No. I'll yield it to LO, I guess.
He's not saying anything. Go ahead, John.
No, man. And after Hammer is done, I want to talk about if you think the BRICS currency because they did something like
I'm probably gonna have to hop out to do something real quick, but I'll see if I go. Look, all I'm saying here is this: is that I just want Black South Africans to recognize that. And I was on Twitter because I was seeing them saying this, right? The reason why you are being essentially, I don't want to say ostracized, but you're kind of being pushed to the side within the Black diaspora, within the Black world, is because y'all, Black people globally, have so come to realize that y'all have essentially chosen to be slaves. You were the slave that doesn't want to leave. So at that point, okay, that's what was cool, right? So yes, when y'all go on Twitter posts about that's those two Black women eaten by dogs, those don't care. And then when you cry about folks not caring, because how am I going to cry about a slave who chooses to be a slave? There's no problem with that. And all I'm going to say here is this. Them white South Africans, they're not playing with y'all. They're trying to get their people in there. They're trying to bump the numbers. They're not playing.
So, Hammer, have you actually interacted with I guess the white South African, the boys?
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
I did.
I've never met one or
online. But I've met many of them. I've met many of them in America.
Is that bad? Snake Man, is that bad?
They hate Black South Africans. I've met many of them.
All right, so would you say they're worse than white Americans?
Yes, they cannot shut the fuck up.
Are they worse than white Americans? I would say that they're just more blatant about it.
More blunt. More blunt.
Yeah, more blunt. But yeah, come on. That's why I have no sympathy. Because look, they have no problem saying it's race first. They have no problem. We know that. There's something I think a slur they use for black. I forgot what it was, but they use that a lot too.
I like puppies, my brother.
Okay, so
Boers are like puppies.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, you just talking nonsense.
So I think what LL was saying is that it's mostly coming from like social media and reality.
It's not.
It's not just social media. There was literally a case of a Black South African business that was burned down by white folks. Come on, bro.
So Hammer, are you saying that the white South African? So Hammer, are you saying that the Boers are like walking around just slapping up like?
Dude, yes. No. But the boys are walking around talking and like what? That is what I don't understand. That's why I say it's weird. We barely.
So they're just walking around calling them kafirs all day and then just like slapping them up. That's what you're saying.
Dude. I'll do that. If you go to the South African network, they recently made I think a story about they just outright burning Black South African businesses now. Well, they just like that's how bold they are. That's how strong they are over there.
You don't have to lie.
I'm not lying. Go and search. South Africa Black business burn. Just search it up. It was a recent news that came out.
Listen, but Hammer, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's like that, man. Black South Africans are strong people, man. These people are warriors. Like,
Black South Africans got book broken and they've chosen to be that as a sign.
They're
broken population. This is. I respect you. Look, I don't care if you're 80% and you're choosing to be broken daily. That's fine. That's it.
No, but Hammer. So the problem isn't that is what I said. I find it a little bit sad that Black South African barely talk about them. They can do it, but man, white South African cannot shut the fuck up.
Really? Like I've never interacted with a boar on like social media.
Don't like Black South African.
What do you mean boar in social? Hold on. Usually what do you mean social media? Hold on. I'm not talking about social media. I'm talking about real boars I met in real life.
Wow.
Look. At the end of y'all, I'm about to hop off, but I'm
real quick. Hammer. What's your thoughts on like the election? I've never heard your like stance on it.
On the election, it will go to Trump winning.
I'm saying, but would you like pro like Trump or pro Kamala?
I was more aligned with Kamala, largely because of the fact that even though I personally not even
because you seen her as like a woman of color, you seen her as black. Or
no. Personally, I'm gonna keep it with y'all. I believe in black male leadership across the world. So in my opinion, a woman should not be empowered. I'm gonna keep it with you. Like in a black society, black men should be leading, right? But at the end of the day, we live in a majority white country, and so it's things are different. You know what you're saying, right?
So why did you align with Kamala? I don't get it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The reason why?
What is that sprinkle shit?
No, look. I mess with it. The reason why it's not about her. Yeah, it's not about her as a person, right? It's about the policies. I guess you said. It's about the fact
like LGBTQ or what?
No, I don't support that. But keep in mind that the GOP is also pro LGBT, just more covert about it. Don't get it twisted. Okay. So they're just more covert about it. But the reason I support Kamala is because look, let's be honest here. Donald Trump was running a white identity politics campaign. That's what's going on, and I knew that the same way him running in 2016 had white folks being emboldened. I knew that if he came into power this time around, they'll be emboldened level. Because look, when they talk about going at DI and woke,
I mean, hold on, emboldened in what sense? I don't really remember.
Emboldened enough to try to storm the Capitol.
Yes, emboldened enough to have the Charlottesville thing. Emboldened enough. Dude, have you been on Twitter?
No, I don't. No. I'm not on Twitter, no, like Instagram or anything like that. So I don't
know. You want to know what I'm talking about? Go and log into Twitter, and you know what I mean when I say they've been emboldened.
But this is where I agree with LL. Like, there's a difference between like social media and like I guess real life, right?
Even in real life,
social media doesn't necessarily reflect what's happening on the ground.
Even in real life, they're more blatant now. They're more blatant now.
Hold on. We talk about the people who try to coup the fucking state. No. Would that ever work? No, but they tried the stupid shit in the most retarded way possible.
Something that in American history we've never seen white folks we try to do that. That's after the Civil War. So that tells you how important they were. And yes, even in real life, you saw it. But my point,
but you're still not telling me how they were emboldened. I didn't see that part, honestly.
Come on, bro. When you got white folks out raising the Confederate flags, breaking the Capitol Hill.
Yeah, but that happens. That happens regardless of who's in administration. Like,
when have you seen white folks
and small corners every time?
Okay, before Donald Trump, when did you see white folks do that? Outside of like
it happens. It happens. You have white boys and like Hold on. You have white people in the South that like flies their like Confederate flags. Like that's their culture.
That's not the same as walking into the Capitol and say I'm gonna hang the vice prince. Come on, you know what I'm talking about, John. Let's not play dumb here.
Yeah, I mean you're talking about the insurrection, but
yes. And by the way,
so you said they were emboldened to like, I guess,
yes, to actually do something like
in
that.
essence, right?
Yeah, because think about it, for example. When they went in there, they were serious. They weren't.
You know, most of those people that were involved with that are like locked up, and a couple people got killed.
Yes, because it didn't work. Now, let me ask you a question, right? What do you think would have happened if they were allowed to get in there and they had guns?
They had guns.
They had guns.
They hold on, but they did get in. Some of them did get in. They got shot.
No, they were never able to really make it into the true interior.
Do you think the American government is gonna let it fall to like some fucking?
Dude, you know what's crazy? We found out that there were people within the actual government that were helping them.
Hammer, we loosened the plot. Hammer was just talking about them just doing it. They did it. It's not about if it was smart, if they had a 16-step plan. They just did it.
It's the boldness of it. But also not just that, bro. We later on found that there were actually people within law, people in the system that were helping them too. So imagine if they would have been able to get into the interior and get to and they had the guns.
Helping them in what sense? Like you mean in dog whistling and things of that nature? Like,
yes, this kind of a lot of
that's helping like financially or
no. I don't when you look at that video, you saw how it almost looked as if law enforcement was kind of being held back. They weren't really going hard at them the way they were for black folks there. Because there were black folks, they would have unlit all them folks. You saw the video. They were very much, not as going as hard. We found a lot of folks there within the who were, they were sympathizers. I'll say it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're talking about that specific the insurrection, right? But on my day-to-day life, like I don't really see like the difference. I don't see white people like beating their. I don't see like white people beating their chest and like, we run the show.
Sing about. I wish black people in mass would do that shit. Do you know why?
Thank you.
The army would come out, planes would fly.
Thank you.
The cavalry man would beat you down and try to ride you down his horse.
Like Josh, for example, if all those people were black folks and they did that, do you think they would be alive today? Or do you think they were all gunned down?
Probably a few of them would have got killed. I mean, yeah.
No.
The same result would have happened. I don't know. I don't know the difference.
I want you to know. Ja, picture this for a moment, right? Let's say, for example, Donald Trump wins the presidency, and you on television are seeing all these dark-skinned black folks with guns walking up the Capitol saying, "We're going to hang Mike Pence." What do you think happened in that scenario? It's all over Western media. Black folks with guns. We're going to hang the vice president. Break into the Capitol. You think the military won't come and gun you niggas down?
I don't know, man. I mean, we had the Black Lives Matter. Hold on, we had the Black Lives Matter riots throughout the country, and nothing happened to black people then.
That's not the same as
besides the little skirmishes. You had the guy.
It's not the same as breaking into the. You know, come on, you know this.
But no, that's threatening the national security.
That's viewed as a coup, essentially. In other words, if law enforcement can literally be threatened and say, "I fear for my life" and gun you down, you think that they won't see an image of all black folks? And
sing about it. Entire horde and entire legions of black.
Yes, of black breaking into the Capitol all over the news. Could you imagine how Fox News would talk about that, y'all? Imagine Fox News covering that. They talk about Chicago daily.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they would use
Answer Josh's question.
Let me ask you a question, Hammer. Let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question, right? So the government, right? The federal government. Do you believe that they're more, I guess, fascist leaning or white supremacist leaning, or is it more so like a globalist? Hold on, is it more so like a globalist kind of like? The
United States is the center of the white global Western empire. They're the center right now.
No, but is the philosophy of America like do you consider the philosophy of America a fascist one or a globalist one?
It is. I wouldn't say it's not. America is a liberal democracy, but it's a liberal democracy that is under white Western imperialism. It is a center of white Western imperialism. So it's a unique duality there.
But essentially, the federal government they view these sort of fascist groups as an enemy to the state.
What up? I'm trying to break you. I'm trying to help you understand what I meant. That it's a unique duality.
Can I ask a question?
No. I'll respond. I'm trying to help you understand my duality, right? On one hand, the United States preaches liberal democracy, but simultaneously propels white supremacy domestically and globally. That's the duality. So yes, in theory that should be the case, but no, they allow those white terrorist groups to do what they gotta do, because in many ways those folks are essentially a proxy, because if they let them folks go at you and they don't do anything about it, okay, that's good. They keep the niggers in line, and they come in when they go too far. That's simple.
John,
I don't know, man. Listen, I think the only way I can see America kind of like collapsing in some way, right, is if there's like some civil unrest in the country, right? Some sort of civil unrest in the country, right? And I believe that the federal government. You gotta let me finish, bro. I believe that the federal government, the enemy to the major like threat to them, is these fascist groups that
Yeah, but that's
armed, right?
That's infighting.
That's right.
Infighting happens in any group. Just because two white people trying to knock the team.
But these people are like ideologically separate. They do not see out.
Nick Man is kind of breaking it down to you.
Hold on. All the ideology come from the same source.
It's good hearing from you, Hammer.
No. But all the ideology come from the same source.
Correct.
Yeah,
but tell me one white group, one white people, one white group that worship and ideologies that doesn't originate from them.
I mean, listen. When I see the fascists, like a lot of these people, they're more focused. They're like they're more. Hold on, they're more so like nationalists, right?
Yeah, but it's a white invention.
Huh?
Fascism is a white invention. What's your point?
True, yeah. I'm not disagreeing with that part. But I'm saying that they have totally different philosophies, and
it doesn't matter. The point is that
they're white supremacists.
They're all united.
Just like in the situation with Hitler, like this is an enemy to like this sort of liberal kind of global international democracy.
Yes, they don't like darkies. They all don't like darkies.
That was never my argument. Obviously, both of these ideologies were created and formulated in a time where black people were oppressed.
Once again, infighting doesn't mean that it's less on us. Like you said, like just because Hitler liked to kill a lot of Slavic people didn't mean that if you would show up, he would shoot you in the face.
Thank you. Right. and Ja, and I'm happy these two kids. You guys are right. The same what I've been trying to tell you is that doesn't matter. Family members fighting each other doesn't check out family members. I can try to break it down to you. And that's what I said. They can do that because they're family. You're not a family member.
That's right.
You show to that
but I don't align with neither of those
it doesn't matter. You're not a part of the family. Listen to what I just said. You're not a part of the family. You're an outsider. That's allowed to live in a family's house. Think of it that way. Imagine if I have a family. You are a stranger living in a family's house.
That's right.
Yes, the brother can come in there all rowdy and fight yes, you do that, they'll kill you.
That's right.
It's that simple. That's why when I hear Black America, look, you can wave the flag you want to. You're not you're a stranger. You're not a part of the family. So going back to the question of Kamala and Trust, look, I understand that at the end of the day, whoever wins, you're still living under a white, Anglo-Saxon, European project, white global empire. We get that. But the difference was just the nature, right? Is that one version, which is Trump, was much more blatant, right? DI woke, which when they say DI woke, they're really meaning black folks. The other version, Kamala Harris, yes, it's still gonna be white because she has a black face.
Exactly. So, who would you prefer, the more blatant one or the one that's
I would prefer the softer version for me because I live here.
You prefer the white supremacy to put lube on and then opposed to just outright.
Let me ask you a question, y'all. Are you gonna overthrow U.S. government?
No.
Okay, so that means as long as you live in this country, you gotta live under a majority white country, right?
Excuse me?
As long as you live in this country, you're gonna have to live under essentially the white empire.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah.
So would you rather have a much more extreme version or a much more docile version?
I think I'm more. I think I'm more of an extreme version because I think under yeah, because I believe when you know why? Because I think black people, we get complacent and we start to think, under liberalism and under a democratic government.
Version would be you.
Listen, hold on, real quick. Notice how during the back to Africa movement happened during the Trump administration. So I think when those factions are leading, right?
You know what?
The nationalist groups, it forces black people to make a decision. Like, all right, we need to start to come together and start to identify more with Africa.
Do you want to keep civil rights?
Do I want to keep civil rights?
Yeah. Do you want to go by the Jim Crow era?
I don't think that's never going to come back.
If you had a choice, would you rather the Civil Rights Act remain or be removed today?
It's hard to say, bro, because
it's hard to say.
Personally, like when I look back in history, I think that black people. Hold on, it's hard to say because when I look back in history, I feel like black people benefited more from being, the segregation and stuff, right? From being lynched, we control our own wealth, we control our own neighborhoods, marriage rates were higher.
Overturn.
Excuse me?
No, Hammer.
You want Brown versus Board to be able to stay? I'm trying to help you understand what I'm talking about.
No, Hammer, you must understand his viewpoint. He's saying the black community needs that iron boot initiative. The
black community
wake the fuck up, exactly, bro.
Do you know what? Let me ask you a question.
That's even across the board. Even like, I think it's across the board.
They will kill all of you.
then get the fuck out of there and go back to Africa, bro. What the fuck? Then go to Africa, bro, and then build Africa. That's the goal, right? Isn't that the goal?
And I don't think you fucking understand what you're asking for.
No, because you're trying to save the American. You're literally trying to save the American democracy.
If we go down that path for real, there is no black America. You're all dead.
All right, so then fucking the ones who have brains, they need to fucking flee and go to Africa and build up Africa, bro.
How are you gonna lose being rounded
up? Hold on, Hammer. Let me ask you a question. Aren't you a Pan-Africanist, right? Isn't the goal is the repatriation, going back to the motherland and building up the motherland? Isn't that the dream for you?
Pan-Africanism can happen without black Americans being genocided.
Let me explain.
No. I don't need to have black Americans literally sacrifice their group. That's not. What is that?
Chad. Let me explain what you're saying. What you're saying. You're basically like Johnny Somali. After he realized that he
don't associate me with that.
No. I give you an example.
Inbred fucking.
No. Like he's realizing, I overstepped. Now I'm getting thrown into jail. And then the Korean said, "Nah, boy, you're not leaving this country."
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Hey, nigga,
what are you guys talking about?
Do you actually know what that looks like? If we go to the more extreme version of that, Civil Rights Act, Brown was, but all that's taken away. All of it go away. You will be rounded up and killed. They won't give a fuck. There won't be a black America. Yes, the more docile version is but it's a more docile version, right? They'll allow you to work, they'll allow you to be president, right? But white folks will control back row. Yes, I would rather have that than fucking us being genocided. It's not hard.
It sounds like it's like dim if we do, dim if we don't. Like it doesn't.
Right.
Dude, the fact that you were comparing
the only solution is to we have to think towards Africa, expand our horizons to Africa.
I can't believe that you are comparing living under Jim Crow compared to living in America now. Like, that's insane to me. It's not the same. You know that's
no. I'm saying that there's pros and cons to both. I would say, right?
It's not, dude.
Hold on, again. During segregation, did black people not have black Wall Street throughout literally every state and every city? We control the finances in our community. The marriage was surpassing the whites. Culturally, we were better than them. You had the Harlem Renaissance. Like culturally, we were better than them.
Now, what happened? Hold on. What happened after you surpassed?
The problem was we wanted to fucking be integrated. We wanted to be included. We wanted to be loved by the white man. And that's the Democratic Party.
Nah, you brought it up. What happened
Thank you.
when you
What happened to Black Wall Street?
Because Black burned down. Of course, we know what happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who burned it down? Hold on.
Who got outgunned? Yeah.
No. Who burned it down? Who burned it down?
Come on now. We know what's going on here.
Who burned it down? Which group burned it down?
It was the white people. What do you mean? Like you're talking about what ideology did they carry?
Yeah, Joe.
Because if you want to be technical, if you want to be technical, right? It was the Democratic-leaning, liberal kind of like news.
Who were white?
Mainstream news that were inciting the white. Hold on, they were inciting the white poor.
We're all on code on that. You know this, okay? You know that. Damn white folks burned you down. Now you believe, Joe, that in a more docile version, where they still they allow you to get to a certain point, but they still hold power. You think that in a more harsher version, they allow you to exist? In a more docile version, they at least allow you to exist and at least exist for yourself. Man, the best is this. You think in a harsher version will just wipe you out?
No, what
are you talking about?
No, what Charles talking about is group loyalty. What Charles talking about is we must be forced into group loyalty. What he doesn't understand, if you have more choices and you don't choose group loyalty with those choices, it's not the choices. It's you.
Yes, it's you. So, John, what you're really complaining about is that because Black Americans, by the way, anything. Okay, Black Americans fought for a much more docile environment, which is good. That's better for them, right? You know, it's better to be living really? Now than Jim Crow era. Yes, it's far more better. You don't have to deal with Johnny unless you're in the streets. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So hold on. So again, essentially going back to like South Africa, right? They're pretty much doing the same thing. It seems like they're fighting for the docility, right? With the Boers on top, and
South Africa is essentially in many ways a soft like apartheid version. They're still ruling by white folks. The fundamental difference is that what the difference is. Black Americans are a minority here. They don't have any power.
Right.
So the context matters. You're a minority population that's already hated. So you gotta be careful how you move. They're the majority and they want to be dominant. Two different things. It's not the same. Now, for you, the Black Americans,
let me ask you a question, Hammer. Let me ask you a question. Do you live in Northeast, or have you ever?
But I really gotta go. Come on, I asked one last question. Go ahead.
Oh no, because you were just talking about like all this hatred and like I don't see it and I don't feel it really, and it's not really a concern.
You know what, y'all? Right now, they're talking about rolling back DI and woke. Now I
somewhat agree.
And I know that means black folks.
I somewhat agree. Black people don't give a fuck about Black History Month. We don't care about CRT and all that extra shit.
When they say woke, they're not talking about the LGBT because Republicans are pro-LGBT. They're not speaking on white women because they're white. They're speaking on Negroes.
They're speaking about black people.
Yes. You're about to see what happens if they actually get on doing that.
Why are they speaking about black people? Because black people are more likely to align with these liberal groups, right? That's what you're saying?
It has nothing to do with that. You are a permanent underclass. You have been the permanent underclass you got here. You are a stranger in the family house. I keep telling you this. I'm using that analogy.
So what is the solution? The solution is to fight for docility, or is it to,
as a minority population in this country, yeah, that's all you can do. If you're a minority population with no power, the only thing you can do is hope that a majority population has a more docile environment for you. Yes, that's the most realistic choice.
Or you can do it like the small hats and just get to power.
They're not going to be able to do that because small hats are white. They're allowed to get that kind of power. When it comes to black, well, remember, white Jews are still white. They're classed as white. That's different. They're allowed into the white system. You are not allowed. So that's not an option for you. And when it comes to these other
so how does that empower like black people? I don't get.
Let me ask you one.
I feel like the race. This whole, hold on, real quick. I think like this whole race, like victimhood, race baiting, like thing is not really benefiting black people. So I sort of understand what I was saying. Like we gotta focus on the economic part, bro. If we can't practice group economics and things of that nature, like, you see the Asians are doing it. You see the Jews are doing it.
Okay, John. I'm going to leave for a second. I'll be back, but I'll say one more thing, right? Do you want me to tell you the truth, or do they tell you what you want to hear? Because I need to understand what's going on.
Obviously, the truth is tell me the truth, bro.
The reality is you're a fucking minority in this country. You were brought here as a slave class population. White folks never viewed you as an American. You've had to fight to be included as an American. Right. And even then, I'm a part of it. And the only thing you can do, whether you like it or not, is to hope that the majority population has a more docile environment for you. Blank, no buts and ifs.
So, all right. So you're saying because of that, that's why you prefer, I guess, the liberals
and
Democrats.
All you can do based on the environment you're in. Now you can work with a diaspora and work with the African continent and try to build a base there so you can go in the future. But on the reality, that's all you can do as a minority permanent underclass. I'm not going to sell you dreams, y'all. That's a beautiful reality. You can accept the reality or go around and wonder and talk about how you're going to take on the white folks.
That is something I talked with Zulia, where I said, okay, that is the same I talked with Zulia, Jais, because Zulia was always talking about the white people over there. I said, if you are staying over there, being a minority over there in those white lands, these are the tactics. If you are staying over here, these are cis tactics. It's not the same thing. So what this Herman is talking about is if you stay your ass over there in America, this is a tactic.
And the tactic is like pretty much you know, the what do you call it? The whole white not appeasing whites, but using like slavery and using like slavery and things like white guilt. That's the tactic. White guilt is the tactic, right?
Both are white. Both are white. Both are white. The difference is one wants to kick your ass, the other one thinks he's enlightened and thinks he can live with you. That's it. That's it.
I don't know, man.
It's not your choice. It's not your choice. That's why I say both are white. It's the choice they're giving you. Now, if you want to form your own choice, form your own choice. But it will not look like it will not be those two choices.
So basically, the tactic is to use white guilt to, like, I guess, to stay alive.
I mean, the Jews using that shit.
True.
Like you talking about it, the difference is what you.
I mean, they're using it. They're using it, but they actually using that. I guess situation to happen.
Yeah. The difference
to propel them into like a better situation for themselves. Like they control.
The difference is a cohesion and time. Cohesion and time, because Jews didn't jump out of that shit. Like it's nearly 1,500 years.
Really?
No, yeah. Naturally, since the Romans fucked them up multiple times, since they tried to.
That's assuming if those people are the actual descendants of the Bible.
That doesn't matter. I just say the timeline, because when I mention the timeline, then the accomplishment what they did don't sound so great no more when it's taken.
I don't agree with it, because it's not that I don't agree with it, but when I look at the ethnogenesis of Jews, it started in Germany, right? I mean, we could talk about like the Roman Empire and the ancient Hebrews or whatever the case may be. But
no, what I'm saying is where the starting point was. When they lost the land.
Yeah, the starting point is Germany.
No, the starting point is when they lost the land and had to adapt to it.
But that's assuming that the people that we know today as Jews are actually those people.
It doesn't matter. It's a 1,500-year-old struggle.
We don't know that.
Yes, because even if they are converted, what many actually in Europe admit, it's still a conversion to that struggle.
I don't know.
Because that is the problem with you Americans. You don't like history.
I understand. No. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, I understand the history part you're trying to like convey here, but
let's go back in Germany. Do you know where I went to ethnogenesis in Germany?
I just think that these people that we see today as the
but do you know when
ethnogenesis started in Germany, and they
when
synchronize their identity and their history to these people, these ancient book or whatever.
When did it begin? When did it begin at ethno?
In Germany, if you ask me, in Germany, that's what I'm saying.
When?
Oh, during the time, I guess Hitler time or whatever, right?
No,
I mean during the Rothschilds and stuff like that. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, but the Rothschilds are founded into early medieval age. Not that specific branch, but the family that is descent from. And even when we go to the early medieval branch, it's still 1,000 years.
Probably. I don't know. I gotta look. I don't know. Let me look that up real quick. Hold on.
You can look about one of the first emperors of the German Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. Literally make it so that Jews are only allowed to do banking shit, and they wear funny hats.
And what year is this? What year is this? What era is this?
I would say.
What's the name of the emperor, if you will? The German.
I don't know. Google which German emperor allowed
So
to choose.
It was a German emperor.
Yes.
Okay.
It could even be that it's a Frank emperor that would make him even older.
Is it Frederick III or Wilhelm, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Wilhelm?
That sounds too new. That's what I mean with Americans. They always must stay in new times. People are older than 500 years, you know that.
Yeah, exactly. Chuku said, "What happens when white guilt evaporates?"
Ask Hitler. Like that is something I don't understand. We have multiple
Kaiser, open the panel, bro. Open the panel.
Yeah, we have history.
Oh, 1 minute. If you're listening, open the panel, please.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. We have Americans don't like history. We have history. We can take examples. It's not 100% the same, but we can take it. The difference is you have to go back. We have to go back.
No, I agree with that part actually. Since Charlemagne?
No. Charlemagne is even older. That's literally nearly after the Roman Empire collapsed.
Okay. No, well, I was just pretty much repeating what Darth pretty much put in a.
But Charlemagne would be 1,200 years. I know you don't like me telling you that small heads took so long because you want it instantly because you're a fucking neo-capitalist.
Mm.
A neo-capitalist needs speed. Because when I tell you, let's say so, your people. When I tell you your people, as an example, historically, you're already halfway there. You're already halfway there, Joe. Only another 500. Only another 500.
Right, so hold on. Can you read what Chuku just put in the chat?
In order to make white guilt, you have to take on an identity of grievance and entitlement and make everything about slavery and reparation. Is that really a winning strategy, Snake Man? I'm not saying it's a winning strategy. Never said that. I said that is our strategy. They're giving to you.
So that strategy is to prolong pretty much black people in America. That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying that's our strategy that white people are giving to you. It's not a strategy you came up on your own. It was an option that was given to you.
Yeah, I actually I guess I can agree with that. Yeah. Like
the same shit with the small heads. The small heads just flipped that shit because they're already 1,500 years. They have 1,500 years more experience than you.
Yeah, I guess we're not gonna get anywhere with this conversation. So, hello, you still there, bro?
I'm just saying it could work. You are just halfway there. I think
we just look at it. And we're probably just gonna.
You're just halfway there. You're halfway there. Like historical sources, you need at least another 700 years. Then you're there.
So let them fight. Are you a Pan-Africanist also?
I'm not a Pan-Africanist. I should be a Pan-Africanist. Just because I say facts, so that's make me Pan-Africanist.
I'm just asking a question. I didn't say you are. I'm asking if you are.
No,
he's not.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear. He's not.
Why are you against like that ideology or something?
Not really against it. Like I see barely any South African who's Pan-African.
What is Pan-African? Explain it for me, bro. I really need to understand what is that.
Do you see that? What I mean?
No, I don't understand.
It's so predictable. It's like the same. It's like when I watch like I'm a nerd. Like some say I'm nerd and say I'm not. When I watch a white guy it only takes 10 minutes to find out if he's a Boer, because it only takes 10 minutes to talk shit about black South Africans.
No, I want to know, Uncle. I want you to indoctrinate me. Maybe bring me into your church or something.
I'm not a Pan-Africanist, so I cannot tell you. I'm not a Pan-Africanist. Maybe Ja, because he grew up in that specific culture.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain what exactly a Pan-Africanist is? Because it's not really an African idea. Let's give one under.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a sort of like a consciousness, if you ask me. Like, just for Black people globally to come together for common benefit. Common goals, things of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's no hierarchy, no real plan, not in detail. There's no respect for the cultures.
No, I mean respect for the cultures, of course.
It's basically communist light, and communist dark.
No, well, I would argue that the various countries that you see in Africa now was because of this sort of ideology or consciousness of Black people and Black empowerment or things of that nature, right? Pan-Africanism kind of propelled. Pan-Africanism propelled a lot of Africans to fight for their independence.
Most of the independence started because the Europeans bombed themselves to hell in World War II.
Yeah, I think two things can be true at the same time, right? Simultaneously, yeah. I mean, the Europeans were at war with, I guess, Russia, right? Soviet Union.
No, with Germany. Germany,
yeah.
It fled its entire continent, and because they were now struggling, the African countries started the independence movement. That's what happens when empires crumble.
Mm-hmm.
The regions get independence. Do you see how history always repeats itself, and you can easily see the pattern?
Who the hell is this slave coast guy? But yeah, I don't know.
So,
when it comes to Pan-Africanism, I always say because
is it a Black movement?
Yes,
stuff like that. So,
yes.
If you are like from somewhere in West Africa and you have never seen a white person, how do you know you're Black?
Yeah, I just told you it's not an African ideology. It's not from the continent.
So why does it include African if it's not from the continent?
The same reason why communism includes the people, even it's not about the people.
Okay. Now I'm getting. Because something like communism and socialism and then all this kind of
Pan-Africanism, as you break it down structurally, it's just communism with a dark tint. That's what it really is.
It's what?
So
communism.
It's
it's like communist. No, it's not fascism. It's not fascism.
Nah.
It's not fascism.
Hold on. Pan-Africanism isn't about racism or anything like that. No,
it's not. It's communist. It's communism with a dark tone.
Isn't it
black communism?
Isn't it against white people or something?
No,
it's not against white people. It's about having.
Your slave side coming out.
No, I'm just asking. All the Pan-Africanists are already talking about white people.
No, it's about pushing. It's about pushing to a common goal for Black people generally in Africa, right? It's called Pan-Africanism it's centered around Africa, right? But it's basically fighting for independence and and self-sufficiency for ethnic Africans in general, right? Sub-Saharan Africans.
Yeah, like it's a communist movement, straight up.
So it doesn't include Egypt and then do stuff, North Africa.
Not really.
Why? Are they North Africans also?
That's why I said it was not created in Africa. So why do you try to mix African logic into it?
You said
but listen, hold on. It's called Pan-African, right? But it obviously is more centered around Black people, American. Right? Sub-Saharan Africans.
So it's more American.
Yes.
No. I'm saying the ideology. It was created in the Americas, right? It was created by the diasporas, right? For yearning and longing for Africa, right? To return home, right? To a place that they were stripped, extracted from, right? But I would say, it was for a common goal for Africa to be strong, Black Africans to be strong, not Arabs in Northern Africa and things of that nature.
Basically, it's a time it was created. Africa and black was a synonym. Like, because if they really were smart, they would have called it a pan-blackism.
Yeah, so it's colonialism also.
Yeah. But it's also the idea that Africa is a black continent. Hold on. It's also the idea that Africa is a black continent, right? When you look at people in the north of Africa, right? Sometimes they don't identify with being, I'm not African, I'm Algerian, or I'm this, right? So these are men of people, right? They identify more with Arabism, right? They don't identify necessarily with Africa or Africans in that sense, right? Geographically, yes, they're African, but ethnically and maybe culturally, they identify with Arabism, right?
But culturally, and I identify as South African. So what's the difference with that?
I mean, yeah, I get that.
I told you, LL, it's not
about. But hold on, Pan-Africanism is not. It's not about like impeding on your culture or your, things of that nature, right?
In theory,
in Africa, everything.
Like you can, like I think South Africa or South Africans can still be Pan-Africanists and still hold their identity or hold their,
LL, I say I always talk the truth, so I will give you the truth. The idea itself is not colonialism, but the execution, because it comes from a specific culture, from a specific way, will always end in colonialism. Because it comes from...
Wait, how?
The execution, the practical execution will always end in colonialism.
Oh, it's anti-colonialism. Oh, okay.
No, in colonialism. The practical execution, actually, if you want to do it in real life, will end in colonialism.
Really?
Yeah, because you need you want all the African nations to work together, right?
Right.
But they don't want to work together. That is the African sentiment. They don't.
Some do, some don't, I guess, right?
Yeah, but the problem is it's an absolute ideology. All must. If you want to reach a goal, all must be included.
So let me ask you a question: Is NATO like? Would you consider NATO like pan-Europeanism?
By this logic, the African Union is already the end goal.
I disagree.
So NATO is not.
No. Well, NATO is, because it's obviously
no, it's not. It might be pan-Westernism, what is white supremacy.
True. Yeah, I guess.
But there are a lot of NATO members who ain't Western, and they ain't.
Yeah, like Turkey, maybe, and then I was gonna say Russia, probably. Even though Russia at one point wanted to join NATO, but
yes, why not?
Yeah, but I guess the West didn't want that.
Yeah, because it was a.
They needed a boogeyman. Really.
NATO is not pro-Western. NATO's anti-Russian. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
NATO is anti-Russia.
It is. That's what it was pretty much created for. Yeah.
It was created that way. So.
Yeah.
Maybe after Russia
to combat the influence of
maybe when Russia collapses again, maybe it becomes something different. Maybe it becomes anti-Chinese.
I think NATO is going to collapse before Russia does.
NATO cannot really collapse. It just can be dissolved. Because it's a union. It's not collapsing means that people, like the entity, like the nations in that entity, cease to exist. They don't. They just are not part of the union no more. Like NATO could be a union where only America's in it. It would still be NATO.
I mean, I would argue that the heartbeat of NATO is America, really.
Yeah, most of the military in NATO is America. Yeah, because it's a double-edged sword. It was created to be anti-Russian and at the same time dismantle the military complex of Europe.
But can you also see why?
Russia wants to control? Juju, they say Russia wants to control everything. US is pulling out of NATO.
Do you believe that, Hello?
Russia, no. Yeah. What does Russia want to control?
No, Russia wants to control Europe. That's straight up. Like that.
You think so? Like you think they want to establish like the Soviet Union again and
no.
incorporate like Poland, which Polish people fucking hate them. Like why would they want to do that? No, I think they just want to control.
Hold on, that's what I mean with
history. Propaganda.
No, that's what I mean with history. In all the iteration of Russia, be it empire, socialism, they want as much land between the heartland where all the Russians live and the enemies. So it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't think that's what Russia wants to do. I don't think that's what Putin wants to do. If that's
Russia just wants to leave itself.
Political
just wants to leave.
Yeah, they just want to maintain their national security.
It's a Russian
tactic. That's what I see.
Hold on. It's a Russian tactic to get as much land between the heartland and the enemy. No, it's what they did. That's why they expanded. They had to. Why would you claim Siberia, a fucking wasteland where there's nothing? To
Maybe
get
Siberia
as much
needed
land.
help.
No, because they need as much land. It is a need as much land. It has a need as much land between because Russia is a plain. There are no mountains.
Listen, it's like here. It's like South Africa annexing Lesotho because there is drought in Lesotho now. South Africa needs to give Lesotho certain billions.
You're not Russian. So you don't have the same history. You don't even live on the same country. Talking about it's a tactic.
The only way to
save Lesotho
is to annex it into South Africa. Just
it's
like
not the same thing, guys. I know. Westerners are not very smart on history. It's just what they do.
What are you talking about? Elo is South African. He's not even a Westerner. What are you talking?
He come on, man. He's South African. He's part of it, like culturally.
So South Africans are culturally westernized.
Yeah, is part of it, like straight up, like come on.
No, I'm not westernized. I'm African. Even my mentality is African.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? It is.
No, it's not because it wouldn't be so hard to accept the history of a people.
Which history of my people?
Not your people, our people.
Which history? Am I not accepting?
Nigerian?
The Russian history. We're talking about Russia, Emma.
So
no, you said my people. I was lost because you said my people. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about?
No, our people.
Okay.
Our.
Right.
No, a people. I'm sorry, a people. German accent comes in.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, your accent is correct.
A people, because R and A is the same thing in Germany.
Okay.
So you're saying but Putin wants to take over the Europe?
I'm not talking about Putin. I'm talking about the Russian people. They're collectives that call themselves Russian. What they do in history. It doesn't matter which leaders they have. It doesn't matter which government they have. They want as much land between the heartland.
So you think that the average Russian wants to conquer the world? That's what you're pretty much saying.
I'm saying conquer Europe. The collect. Once again, I talked about somehow now John Jola doesn't understand what a group is. He's talking about Pan-Africanism, but when I talk about a group, then he becomes stupid.
No. Because I don't agree.
I call himself Russian. The group
we can say
that
the same thing
calls
about
himself
England.
Russian. No, it's not the same because England is on an island. No, it's not. It's on an island.
England
is on an island. Yeah. It's on an island. It's different.
But they conquered the whole world.
They conquered the big. Yeah, so did France.
Yeah. But, they're still the French still own West Africa.
Yeah, but they did it for different reason. Like you so people saying every human that's the same thing for the same reason? Are you
so what reason will Russia wants to conquer Europe now? If the British don't want to conquer the whole world?
I said if they get the chance to, not that they're actively trying. And just saying they will never stop. It's part of their culture. They just do it.
So we can say it's part of the British culture to want to control the whole world.
If they get the chance to, they will do it.
But can you say that's all people in that sense, right? If we all had an opportunity to rule the world.
Collective, meaning the majority.
I don't know.
Does that mean they can do
I think
no.
that's it. Sounds Ella, what do you think? Is that Western propaganda? That
how is that Western propaganda when it's their history?
Because I don't see that Russia is trying.
I'm not
to
talking
conquer.
about now. I'm talking about the entire history and their pattern. Like an alcoholic Just because an alcoholic doesn't drink right now doesn't mean that he has not a history of drinking. And
so you're saying that because of the history of like Soviet Union and things of that nature, right? That
because
Russia
of the history
Russia today wants to like conquer Poland, wants to conquer the fucking Europe.
Hold on. Here comes the American again, thinking Russian people existed only for what 50 years.
No, I'm not saying that.
You know how
bro.
old the Russian people are. You know how old they are.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it doesn't make any sense. Like I think it's political fucking suicide if they try to like enact the fucking the Soviet Union again. Like no, they can't do that.
Right now, I'm talking about the entire history and the pattern. I'm not talking about 50 years American burger.
So let me ask you a question. Look, all right. So Doth in the comments said Russia wants to create space between them and the enemy, which is the West, right? And they want. West wants to bridge the space between them and their enemy is an invade. So it seems like the West seems to be the aggressor here. You don't think so?
I'm not talking about who is the aggressor. I'm just talking.
We're talking about fucking now, bro. You're talking about history. I get we get the historical implications. We get that part. We get that part. But we have to judge on the actions now. Like it doesn't appear that Russia wants to conquer Europe.
Because you're American, you do all this now.
No, bro, that doesn't make sense because America, right? Our government, our federal government, they are pushing this narrative, and I'm saying I don't believe this is a true narrative.
I'm not talking about this narrative. I'm talking about the entire fucking history because
bro, we get the historical implications that you're talking about Soviet Union, but we're talking about
I'm not talking about the Soviet Union, my guy. Soviet Union's new.
Okay. So the common Russians want to conquer Europe, and
I'm not saying Europe. I'm saying they want as much land between the core land and the enemies. That's it. That's it.
Well, all right. If you're saying that, then I agree with you. Yeah,
said that for
No, that's not what you said. You said they wanted to conquer Europe. That's what you said, bro. Ella, am I tripping? Ella, did he not say that?
To conquer Europe.
Exactly, bro. What are you talking about?
You asked me the questions if they would do it. I said if they get the chance.
Anybody would freaking do it, bro. Anybody would do it.
Hold on. Then I explained to you why they would do it because it's part of their culture. Not that they will do it right now.
So are you saying that USA is going to nuclear another Japan? Because maybe it's part of their culture to nuke countries.
So you're saying to me, if Japan will go back to their roots and being massive cunts and assholes who genocide other Asian people, yes, I think America will drop another nuke on them. Do you see how that equivalent doesn't work when the people are not that what they were when it happened? It's like saying, hey, do you kill assholes? Yes. What about him right now? He's not an asshole no more. No, I don't kill him. But what happens when he be an asshole again? Yes, then I will kill him. It's simple logic. It's simple history, my guy. It's not that hard.
Also, America is an asshole killer.
That was an example about when people do things. When people did things in the past.
Why did America nuke Japan?
Because it was a genocidal fascist dictatorship. Is Japan right now a genocidal fascist dictatorship? I know it's a hard question for you.
No, it's not.
Hold on. I want to hear your answer for that, Snickman, because you just sat here and said Russia wants to be like yeah, exactly.
Yes, because Russia
Putin
right now
is not a dictator.
What did I say? Now I test your brains. What did I say about what is it? What is the condition on that? Of the Russian people trying to get it. Now, what is the condition? I said it multiple times. What is the condition on Russian people wanting as much land between the core land and the enemies? What is the condition?
Stay away.
No, that was not the condition I told you. You just can't say I don't listen and I'm just talking bullshit.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I think you're changing up your answer. You keep changing up your answer because one minute you're saying that Russia wants to conquer Europe, and now you're saying that they want space
I'm not
between
saying
them
that.
and NATO.
I'm
Which
not saying
I
that
agree with
right
that part.
now.
I agree with that part. I don't agree with the first one that you said.
I'm not saying right now. I never said right now. I just said in their culture, if they get the chance, they will do it. That's it.
So that's what I'm saying. If the US gets a chance, they will do it.
Right.
No. If the US gets a chance to
I feel like if Nigeria or Africa was a global superpower, they would do that. They would have the chance. Hold on.
Let's go to L. No. Let's follow. Let's get it. Yeah, if Japan goes back to be genocidal assholes and attack America, yes, I think America will drop nukes on them. Because America wasn't the aggressor, L, if you know your history. They got attacked.
By Japan.
Yes.
Mm.
But
why are they attacking Russia? Because Russia helped them defeat Germany.
No. The conference about did you know that Japan attacked America?
No.
He's talking about Pearl Harbor.
Why are they attacking? Why is the United States? And
then why are you bringing up an example? Hold on. Why are you bringing up an example you don't know the history about?
Example of what? Of Japan?
No, of nuking. You say nuking, and I said, okay, because they got attacked. You didn't even know that. You didn't even know that America got attacked.
By Japan, obvious. So the question is now, why are they attacking Russia?
Not moving. Why didn't you know they got attacked? Did you really think? Did you really think America would just nuke for shits and giggles? Are you such illiterate?
Yes.
Did you never crack a book?
That. They went to Iraq for that.
Oh, so they think now Japan and Iraq are the same thing.
Hey, they can be anything.
And here comes the Western whiteism. Here comes the white boy out of you.
What?
And I want to be a helicopter. I can be a helicopter.
Yeah,
helicopter.
But why is America taking Russia? Russia didn't do anything.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
I mean, what does it matter to you?
Nothing. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, you're asking a question that has no meaning to you. So why are you asking it?
I want to understand.
Why are you asking a question when it doesn't have any meaning to you?
Because you're talking about it. So I'm asking a question. You're talking about Russia. So I'm asking you a question about Russia.
I just talked about a simple fact about the people. That's it. Not right now. That is something we established, but you're not listening.
No, I understand you're talking about history. So that's why I was referencing.
Are you
the mentality of England?
Snake, let me ask you a question.
Are you getting that? Are you really understand that I'm talking about history or not about your worms?
Snake Man, let me ask you a question. All right. So
let
me ask you a question, Snake Man. So hypothetically speaking, right? Say if you was like a leader of a nation, right? A president or king, emperor, whatever, I don't know. And another country or another foreign, country or entity or whatever, right? Wanted to contain your influence, right? They wanted to contain your influence, and they did. They do this. They go about this.
Sure?
Listen.
Jay,
Listen, hold on. Listen. Let me finish. First.
No.
Let me finish. So hold on. Let me finish.
No, Chain, forehead. Are you really sure you want to raise the last 10% of your brain power for something you don't understand?
No, I'm just asking you a question, bro. You need to relax, bro. Calm down.
Bro. No, I'm just. It's a serious.
It's a hypothetical question. I just want to see where your mindset is at. That's all. Like.
Okay, I'm sure you want to raise your brain power is not infinite. Like, are you sure about it?
I guess. All right, so let me ask you a question. So, again, hypothetically speaking, if you was a president, king, or whatever of your country or whatever, and another entity, another country, right, a foreign country wanted to contain your influence, right, in the world, and they did this by imposing like economic sanctions and oil embargoes or whatever the case may be. Like, this is actually to the point where it's affecting your national security, right? You're not able to feed your people, things of that nature. Would you attack that nation? Would you and they're starting to spread their influence onto your border? Would you attack that nation as a deterrent?
So a nation is aggressive against me without reason. Would I attack an aggressive nation? I don't know.
No, it's not a matter of they have reason or not. They're just doing it.
Let's do human history. What did humans do when other humans are aggressive to them? They attack them.
I'm asking a personal question to you,
100 points.
So you would attack. Would you attack, yes or no?
Yes, if they're aggressive to me for no reason, I would attack. Why not?
Okay. Interesting. So
I would attack.
So if you attacked and then that same foreign country, obviously, they are projecting, that, you're the aggressor. Like, how would you feel about that? Like, you're just trying to defend your territorial integrity, right? But
I would feel like the Native Americans fucked over.